The Conway Corp Water Department works hard to make sure our customers have plenty of clean, safe water for washing your hands or for bathing, cooking, washing your clothes, and of course, for drinking. The journey your water takes begins north of Plummerville at Brewer Lake. That's our water source. Now, our water department manages the timber and stabilizes the lake banks there to help hold back sediment and nutrients prior to entering the lake. In 2020, we planted 3,000 bald cypress trees along the water's edge, and that creates a buffer to help. Recently also, we entered into a partnership with the UCA College of Natural Science and Mathematics, where they began testing water for quality throughout the year, providing us with good data to track when we do see the natural constituents in the water. The water then travels through 13 miles of transmission lines to reach Conway and the Roger Q. Mills Water Treatment Plant near the Cadron Creek northwest of town. There we conduct multiple daily tests and gather 61 bacteriological samples that the Arkansas Department of Health tests each month. The water is then delivered to one of our 5 water storage tanks in Conway and then ultimately to your home. At Conway Corp, we are dedicated to providing safe, reliable, environmentally sound resources to our customers, and that includes clean drinking water for the city of Conway. For more information on Conway Corp water or to view our annual water quality report, visit us online, conwaycorp.com, and then click on the water icon. When our coworkers are in the buckets or on utility poles or working on a water main break or any of the other jobs that puts their office on the streets of Conway, we want them to return to their families safely when the work is finished. And we need your help every day to make that happen. Help us by paying attention in areas defined as work zones. Here are just a few tips to help. First, watch your speed and slow down in work zones. Also, keep 2 car lengths between you and the car ahead of you so you don't tailgate. Also, keep a safe distance between your vehicle and our workers and their equipment. And dedicate your full attention to the road. Stay alert and minimize distractions. Pay attention to the warning signs. They are there to help you and our workers. At Conway Corp, we're always looking for innovative ways to serve you. And the latest is an online outage map that shows disruptions in power. This map was developed by our GIS engineering and technology teams as a way for customers to stay up to date during emergency and non-emergency situations. To use the map, click on the red icon to see a list of streets with current outages in the city. And you'll find a link to the map at conwaycorp.com/outage. Hey everybody, it's Jeff Matthews. I'm outside my home in Conway right now, and across the street from me, you can see where my across the street neighbor has one of those large green boxes in their front yard. And now you may have one in your front yard too, and maybe you've always wondered, what exactly are these? Well, we wanted to tell you about that today. We brought in an expert, Boog Rowlett, who works in our electric department. He's going to answer some questions about this. And Boog, the first question is, well, what exactly are those big green boxes?
This is a transformer that provides power to about, at this particular one, 5 houses. People don't want poles in their yard, and so this is the alternative, and it's really and truly the best way to go.
All right, so Boog, now that I know what those are, is there anything that I can do about them to hide those boxes if they're in my yard?
Well, a lot of homeowners in older subdivisions, they didn't know back then, and they've planted, landscaped in front of them. And if we have to do work on that particular unit, we'll have to cut your landscaping down. We have no other choice.
Okay, so what kind of guidelines are we talking about? I'm sure we need to leave a certain amount of space so that the electric workers can get to them in case they need to do work on them. Is there anything that's preferred as far as landscaping or fencing that might be best around those?
Well, I understand they want, to landscape it, but we need 10 foot in front of it and 3 foot on each side to do our work.
All right, Boog, we appreciate the help. Thank you for letting us know more about these transformers that are in a lot of yards that you see throughout our city. If you want to learn more about the work that our electric department does, just go to our website. It's conwaycorp.com.
Second down and 5, instead 1st and 10. That's Hillis. Hillis fights his way over the right side across midfield. Hillis across the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Peyton Hillis, touchdown. Man. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ball on the near side. Edwards rolls right, looks and throws.
He's got him in.
Stephen Moore.
Touchdown.
Inside the goal line. Touchdown.
The West Coast Wing T is back.
Crenshaw, the little guy, gets around the right side. Eric Crenshaw still on his feet. Crenshaw with one man to beat, and he will. Eric Crenshaw scores from 82 yards out. No score with 3:32 to play in the first half. Cooper looks to run, still on his feet. Casey Cooper will score, showing some great moves. Casey Cooper on the keeper. Casey steps up, throws into the end zone.
He's got him.
Touchdown.
Luke
Pruitt makes his second touchdown reception of the night.
And that's who they're looking for.
And Lester Robertson is going to score. They watch for number 3. They hand off to number 7, and from 8 yards out, Lester Robertson scores. And the Wampus Cats extend the lead out to 13-6. For the win. Good snap. Good hold. And the Wampus Cats.
They have beaten the undefeated Cyclones. What a win for this Wampus Cat team.
5 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 2 to the far.
Cal Cagney Ryder out on the right.
17 seconds to play. Ackland looking for someone to throw to. Throws downfield for Tristan Eddings.
He's got Eddings.
Tristan Eddings made the catch! Tristan Eddings made the catch! Tristan Eddings made the catch!
Wow, what a throw, Jeff.
And that's one of the things I think that'll make this Conway team dangerous as the season goes on and even into playoff time, is that they can run the ball. It's not just a one-dimensional pass offense. Now they can throw the ball just like that with another touchdown pass. Jalen Jones in the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
Cats looking to extend this lead. They lead by 3 now. Irby's got one of these tonight. He's got 2 of them tonight. Cordarius Irby from a yard out, and the Cats lead 16-7.
What a beautiful drive by the Wampus Cats.
1st and 10, under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Again, Anderson. Jeff Anderson into the end zone. Anderson, a 23-yard touchdown run for the Wampus Cats. 2nd down and 4.
See if they go to Chimura here. Yep.
They will. Kevin Chimura.
All right. Good call. Go to Chimura. He has been the bread and butter all year.
2nd down and 7. Still on the ground. Odom, left side. There is room. Mark Odom in the end zone. 16-yard touchdown run for Mark Odom, and the Wampus Cats strike first. Paul Dale behind Braylon Smith. He'll get the handoff. Dale. McCall Dale to the 30. McCall Dale to the 20.
Look at the quickness. Zigzagging.
McCall Dale. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. John Fogelman is their coach. He kicks off to Marquise Pleasant. Marquise Pleasant will go the distance. No flags on the field.
Does a great job.
3rd down and 10. Jarrett will roll. Pressured. Fumble. Fumble. Will Kennedy. Will Kennedy. Kerry McLean looking for the end zone. Kerry McLean is in. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. 1st and 10, Wampus Cats. Looking to break this tie. That's Manny Smith. Come on, Manny Smith. First touchdown of what I bet is a whole bunch of them for that kid. Manny Smith, touchdown, 52 yards for the Wampus Cats.
All gas and no brakes. Yeah, other than that big touchdown run back in the first quarter, Catholic not having a ton of success moving the ball. Bowman looking over the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Traylon McClure. Traylon taking it to the house.
It's hard to believe, but we're already here. Tonight begins the second half of the high school football regular season as the Wampus Cats host longtime rival Cabot. The Cats are red hot following last week's 38-10 dominating performance on the road over North Little Rock, and Cabot comes into John McConnell Stadium as the last unbeaten in Class 7A. Two teams ranked in the top 5 in every poll in the state. It's got the making of another classic, and kickoff is less than 30 minutes away on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business. Thank you for your business.
Cabot Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. Cabot Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to Cabot Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-4696 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
Conway travels to North Little Rock and knocks out a longtime rival. I'm Morgan Henry, and this is the 7A Central Report. Conway used their hot, rapid-fire offense to claim a dominant 38-10 victory over the charging Wildcats. The Wampus Cats restricted North Little Rock from the beginning by never allowing them to establish much consistency on either side of the ball. Conway put up 21 points in the first half on turnovers alone. Running back Bree Carr carried 20 times for 123 yards and a score for the Wampus Cats. This week's Player of the Week is quarterback Donovan Amalo as he completed 13 of 22 passes for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. Conway had lost 6 straight games to North Little Rock but ended the streak with maybe the most impressive performance of the season. Conway prepares for a big game this week as they host the undefeated Cabot Panthers. Cabot overpowers Little Rock Southwest in a 45-7 victory. The Panthers quarterback Grant Freeman was 10 for 18 passes for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mason Bell rushed 11 times for 67 yards with a touchdown, while Evian Jimerson added 46 yards on the ground with a score. The Southwest Griffins are back at home this week as they face North Little Rock. The Bryant Hornets picked off 6 passes in the first 2.5 quarters to bulldoze Catholic. Bryant recorded 5 interceptions and a fumble recovery in the first half of the game, which led to a 35-0 lead at halftime. This was Bryant's 16th consecutive conference win. Bryant is on the road this week as they take on Little Rock Central. Northside's no-nonsense effort gave them a shutout victory against Little Rock Central. Northside had 200 yards in the first half to build a 20-0 halftime lead. Sunnyquist Church led in rushing for 98 yards on 10 carries and 2 touchdowns. The Grizzlies' defense allowed just 6 first downs and 84 total yards. Northside is on the road this week as they take on Little Rock Catholic. Wrapping up for this week, I'm Morgan Henry, and this has been the 7A Central Report.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi powered by Plume is your fastest, easiest Wi-Fi ever. Local setup and support, plus self-optimizing technology for peak performance. No cables, no hassles, no kidding. Upgrade now.
Welcome back. It is the Conway Regional Health System pregame show, just moments away from tonight's big matchup with Cabot. We're joined by senior cornerback Troy Wiseman. You know him, number 12 on the field, doing great things for the Cats. Troy, thanks for being with us. And whenever we have a senior on, we like to talk about how you got to this point. So what are your earliest memories of football, and who are some of those people that were influential for you?
The earliest memories from football is that Coach Bowser, he got me on the Optimist team. So, I've been playing Optimist for a long time. I've been playing with Boogie, Karan. I've been playing with all them. and now I get to play with them at Conway now.
Troy, it seems every week that you get to take on the opposing team's top receiver. How do you prepare each week for that assignment?
See Coach Wright, he gets all the DBs ready. So like in practice, he gets us in drills, he gets us doing 100% and everything. So yeah.
Do you have any like pregame rituals to help you get psyched out for what you're gonna do on Friday nights?
Any pregame rituals? Well, all the DBs, we usually get together and just talk, like Javion Ware and Cardrell Wilson. All of us just talk and stuff like that.
So you've started for 3 years. You've played a lot of games. You've been involved in a lot of activities on the field during those 3 years. What part of your game do you feel like has improved the most?
It's really just knowledge and stuff, like a receiver's alignment. It's easier to tell like what route he's gonna run and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just knowledge really.
He's Troy Wiseman, senior cornerback for the Wampus Cats. He's in our senior spotlight. So Troy, let's talk a little bit more about the rituals. I know that because my son is a linebacker, Drew Canterbury. So I know he's home because I can hear his car before I can see him because the bass is playing. So tell me some of the artists. What music do you listen to? You need to get in that space. Like he's let me say, Lil Uzi Vert is who Drew listens to, and Juice World. So I hope he's not embarrassed that I'm sharing that. But who is it for you? Who do you listen to?
Really, NBA YoungBoy. Lil Baby sometimes.
People don't know this. Tim's a huge Lil Baby fan.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Levi likes Da Baby.
Da Baby, yeah. I listen to him sometimes too.
Well, hey man, it is fun watching you and the rest of the Cats, especially on defense play. We were talking about how defensively you guys almost look like a basketball team sometimes. Hands in the passing lane, tipping balls everywhere. So keep that up. It's been fun to watch. Good luck tonight, okay?
Thank you.
Hi, it's Gavin.
And it's Gordy.
Join us and all of our friends as we learn about all that Conway Corp does for our community. Watch for new episodes each month during the school year on Conway Corp Channel 5.
See you soon!
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
The Wampus Cat defense has been on fire for the first half of the 2021 season. Over the last 4 games, the Conway defense has only had 1 game in which it gave up more than 25 points, a game in which the defense forced 6 turnovers. At the forefront of the team's recent success has been the defensive line led by junior defensive tackle Kelvin Thomas. Kelvin, who goes by KJ around his teammates and friends, got plenty of experience as a sophomore, seeing playing time in all 12 games last season. Now as a junior, Kelvin is using that experience to lead a young but talented Conway front 7. Kelvin says the reps he received in fall camp have been big in helping him reach his full potential this season.
Fall camp, going against other teams and stuff, it really helped me on like getting better with my steps, my moves, and helped me like focus before we get like into the season. Playing against teams that's like in our conference, it showed me what like how they play and how other teams play, so it gets me ready.
Although the Wampus Cat defense is rolling right now, that wasn't the case in their Week 1 loss at Fayetteville. The Conway defensive unit gave up 35 points in the first half en route to a 41-21 loss in a game that Conway was favored heading in. KJ said that after that game, the team had to reset and lock in on the task at hand.
I feel like we all had to reset because during Fayetteville game, we all were going at each other, getting mad, and blaming each other for this and that. And I feel like we had to go to practice and practice on working as a team and playing as a team. And I think if we play as a team more, then we'll win more games in the future.
Now with the team at 4-1 and the defense allowing only 10 points over its last 2 games, the Conway defense is red hot heading into this week's rivalry matchup with Cabot. With their confidence soaring, look for KJ and the rest of the Conway defense to wreak havoc on the Panthers at John McConnell Stadium Friday night.
Hi, it's Gavin.
And it's Gordy. Join us and all of our friends as we learn about all that Conway Corp does for our community. Watch for new episodes each month during the school year on Conway Corp Channel 5.
See you soon!
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues. I'm Jeff Matthews. He is Tim Roach. Over there, it's Levi Gilbert, wherever they are on your screen. And the other guy, of course, is Coach Keith Fimple, head coach of one of the hottest football teams in the state right now. Coach, congratulations. Last week was fun in the stands and the booth. I'm sure it was on the sidelines too.
You know, very proud of the kids. And again, you know, we always talk about who we represent, the public schools and the community itself. So, you know, big win for everybody.
Coach, last week it was number 3 undefeated North Little Rock. This week it's number 2 undefeated Cabot. What can you tell us about the Panthers?
It's just like we talk about every week in the 7A Central. You just go from the next step to the next step. And I just remember, you know, talking to the guy after doing an interview after the North Little Rock game. I said, I get to enjoy this till about midnight. And then we go on to the next step. And that's the truth. That's the way it works down here in this conference.
Cabot comes in ranked number 2, at least in some polls. You guys jumped them on a couple of polls. So this week, we know that we've seen Cabot for the last few years kind of evolve their offense. What's it going to take to take on that offense and to get through that defensive line? What's it going to take?
I tell you what makes them, you know, up front, and they do a really good job coaching the offensive line. They have, you know, the weapon in the J kid. It could be as dynamic as a wide receiver, running back, quarterback, maybe. Tight end, anywhere they want to put him, he's dynamic. So we've got to keep an eye on him. And then you got a play call like Scott Reed that, you know, always makes it difficult when you got a guy with the knowledge base that he has as far as calling plays go. So, again, we've got to, you know, do a really good job like we have this week here of giving the information to the kids, and then them going out. They've been focused in and enjoying the process of, you know, doing these things just like they did last week, because, you know, you got to keep that same mindset every week in this conference.
Coach, let's talk about defense for just a second. We mentioned it earlier with Troy Wiseman. He was our senior spotlight. Your defense reminds me of a basketball team in a lot of ways, the way they're getting their hands on balls, and they're right, tipping balls and coming up with picks. Obviously, some of that's athleticism. A lot of it's athleticism, but a lot of it's coaching too, because if they're not in the right spot, they can't put their hand on the ball.
You know, I think they've been very active, which you like to see. And I think you can see, you know, a lot of these guys have been in this system for, you know, 3 or 4 years. When we changed over scheme wise, they still had the experience, you know, for the last 2 years here. Sophomores and juniors, you start looking at Trey Roberts and Troy and Ashton, and, you know, these guys have played a lot of games. But I think the scheme itself has made it a little bit easier, and you can see it growing from week to week as far as, you know, playing fast. It's not a very, you know, difficult where you see these elaborate tricks and things like that. We're just there, and we're going to play fast, and we're going to get to the ball. And again, that's something we stress all the time. And I think you guys have heard me say it in high school football. That is one of the biggest killers as far as losing games, is turning it over or getting it turned over to win. So we stress that quite a bit during practice.
We'll kick it off in a few minutes, Coach. Thanks for being with us.
Appreciate you guys. Go Cats.
Good evening and welcome back home to John McConnell Stadium for what is undoubtedly the biggest game in the state tonight. It's your number 3 ranked Conway Wampus Cats playing host to the number 2 ranked Cabot Panthers. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach. And after taking down the former number 3 team in the state last week in North Little Rock, your Wampus Cats are still riding high off that dominant performance. But Tim, their reward tonight, the number 2 ranked team, the Cabot Panthers.
Welcome back to John McConnell Stadium. Here's your number 2 team in the state. I mean, it's like watching the Razorbacks schedule happen right in front of your face. Every week it seems like it's an undefeated, top-ranked team. We'll do it again next week when we go to Fort Smith Northside. it's just the way we roll. It's just what it is. And so I think our guys, though, they're kind of wired for this. I really do.
And Tim, Wampus Cat fans won't soon forget last year's matchup between these two teams in Cabot. Conway led 21-0 at halftime, and then the two teams combined for 80 points in the second half as the Wampus Cats won 52-49. You kind of expect that we might be in store for another shootout tonight. Your Wampus Cats are averaging 44 points scored per game, and Cabot right behind them averaging 42 points per game. Both these offenses feature one of the best wide receivers in the state.
Yeah, so last year completely felt comfortable at 21-0, and then the 80-point onslaught, as you mentioned. Both these teams are just, Scott Reed's teams are just wired to go long, wired to score a lot of points. Braden Jay, their receiver, is absolutely, he's a Harding signee, really, really good. Their quarterback is brand new to the starting role. They lost Tyler G, but can really score. And as we know, what Donovan and our receiving core and Boogie Carr and everybody else can do.
So it could be a fun night offensively, but we also know what this Conway defense is capable of. They forced 12 turnovers on the year, and that takes us into Tim's 3 things for tonight.
We have won the turnover battle every game. This team has done so well in terms of takeaways, and we've not given it up. Now, again, I get a little worried because the number is so wildly different than what it's been. 12 plus in the turnover margin. We got to do that again tonight. We need more possessions. That's the second thing. If you get the turnovers, you get more possessions, more chances to score, because Cabot will score.
Yeah.
They should score. You're going to need more opportunities, and our team tends to feed off of that. The third thing I will say is this. When you look at what we've done since the first game, Fayetteville, forget the last half of the Fayetteville game. Since that time, we have done everything we needed to do, not only in most cases to win, we've won all of them, but to win in a dominant fashion, and we really put the hammer down on a lot of different angles, turnovers, defense, special teams, you name it. Some of the things we haven't seen yet this year, I think we will start to see in the games like this. I expect this game to be high scoring. I expect our defense to win a couple of battles, and I think we'll come out on top.
You're going to see the kitchen sink on both sides offensively.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guarantee it. All right, back with starting lineups after this break here on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're
Back live in Conway as your Wampus Cats are just minutes away from kicking off another 7A Central showdown against the number 2 ranked Cabot Panthers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups introduced by Jeff Matthews.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the Wampus Cats. Starting on offense, quarterback is number 3, Donovan Amalo. At running back, number 11, Boogie Carr. The wide receivers, number 1, Manny Smith. Number 21, West Boudreaux. Number 9, Clay Fisher. And number 13, Rome Fields. Along the offensive line, number 65, Aaron Smith. At left guard, number 68, Maurice Moody. The center is Nicholas Childress. Right guard, Raymond Tolliver. And the right tackle for the Wampus Cats, Nick DeBoer. Your starters on defense. At defensive end, Marquavius Stuckett. Defensive tackle is DeMarc Hale McKenzie. Nose guard, Keljan Thomas. The other defensive end is Ethan Winningham. The linebackers, Maurice Freeman, Ashton Waller, Wade Simpson. And in the secondary, the corners, Troy Wiseman, Quadrell Wilson. Safeties, number 17, Traylon McClure, along with number 15, Trey Roberts. And handling the kicking duties for the Wampus Cats, number 16, Adrian Mejia.
Good shot there of Manny Smith. He has had quite the season through the midway point. He's done it all for these Wampus Cat fans. Just been a great leader offensively on and off the field for Conway this season. He's been doing it since he was a sophomore, Tim Roach.
Yeah, you know, he jumped in, and we had some running back injury issues at the El Dorado game, first game out of the season, and stepped in, and about his 4th or 5th run took it to the house for about 50 yards, and the Manny Smith era had begun officially.
Yeah, he has scored in every game this season, and not just once. It's usually multiple scores. We're going to need it from him again tonight. And I got to give some props to the band. You saw him out on the field throughout this pregame. I love this new thing that we're doing. I don't recall the band being out there before until this year. I mean, maybe they were, and I just didn't notice it. But they are emptied out from the stands.
Come off of the stands and onto the field. This feels a lot like football here.
Love it. All right, we are moments away from your Wampus Cats running out onto the field, and they're going to have a special little moment here coming out on the field. They've got 5th grader Keaton Holder from Simon Elementary. We've been told one of the biggest Wampus Cats fans that there is in the world.
Well, and I can only tell you that he has to go a long way to beat somebody like me, but I think he's done it. He wanted to come here and be a part of what goes on, and so, man, kudos to the young man. What an exciting moment for him.
I think you can see him there. He's got his gray beanie on.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully things have cooled down out on the field, because let me tell you, it was almost 90 degrees today in October.
It is not football weather. That is not football. Next week it will be raining and cold, I'm sure. You know, one thing while we've got a second here before they come out, also kudos to some things that we haven't really mentioned, like during the game. We get so caught up in some of those things, and that's on me. But our offensive, our receivers have done such a fantastic job. You talked about Manny Smith having success down the field, has really done a good job down the field. Want to make sure we watch for that tonight.
Yeah, Manny, your captain tonight, captain for Cabot, is Ashton Shirley, senior receiver. Now, last week, Conway won the toss and deferred.
Yes.
So it'll be really interesting facing this high-powered Cabot Panther offense, what the decision will be today if we win the toss.
Now, last year we went through a phase there early in the season where if we won the toss, we deferred, and we won a lot of those tosses. We deferred, and we ended up being behind. Defense was giving up early touchdowns. We were behind, seemed like in every first quarter. So then we changed it around, and boy, against North Little Rock, we made the right choice there. I like when the guy talks to Manny after the coin toss. I always
It's a good sign.
It's a very good sign. Manny's not. He's okay. We're going to go that way.
So it does appear that your Wampus Cats have won the toss.
Nice.
And will receive. So looking to get off to a fast start tonight here at John McConnell Stadium. They'll need that fast start, Tim Roach.
I don't mind giving the ball to our offense to start the ball game. I got to tell you, that's a fairly high comfort level. Not that I wouldn't say it against the defense. Our defense has been unbelievable the last few weeks. Not only getting turnovers, but really holding their weapons down. So I got a lot of confidence in what Coach Pankey and Coach Fimple and all the defensive coaches have put together, Coach Frazier, all that bunch.
Yeah, this defense and special teams a week ago in North Little Rock forced 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles recovered, 2 interceptions. Both those interceptions coming in the first half, and one of them by Garrett Sanders, who will be back, we've been told, in number 32 tonight. And they found his away jersey, so we shouldn't have that question anymore moving forward on if it's Garrett Sanders or not. Here come your Wampus Cats, led out by Keaton Holder, 5th grader from Simon Elementary. Just a giant Wampus Cat fan. Great moment for him and for this team. Conway 4-1 on the year, undefeated in 7A Central play, playing host to the overall undefeated 5-0 Cabot Panthers. We'll mention, not that history has any play on tonight.
I'm trying to move on.
But the last 2 times we have faced a 5-0 Cabot Panther team, well, one of them was a year ago. And we know how wild that game was. We mentioned it already. 80 points combined in the second half was just wild. But your Panther, or not your Panthers, your Conway
They are
Wampus
not my
Cats.
Panthers, that's right.
Yeah, your Conway Wampus Cats came on top. But it was in 2016 the other time that we faced them, they were 5-0, and your Conway Wampus Cats were not 5-0. They were not even 4-1 like they are tonight. They were 0-5 heading into that game back in 2016, being led by a sophomore quarterback named Giovanni Johnson in his first start ever that night on the road at Cabot. And
is that where Giovanni Land started?
that's where Giovanni Land started, indeed.
Wow.
And, you know, Conway went down 14-0 quickly in that game. But then I'm pretty sure Cabot did not score again the rest of the night. Cats took care of business.
This is a special rivalry. I mean, and if I sound a little bit on edge, it's because I've loved beating North Little Rock. We've owed them for several years. Cabot, we won the last couple of years, I believe, in a row. But it's still a huge rivalry. They travel well. This is a big thing for them. This is 2 versus 3. This is the game of the week in the state.
Without a doubt.
This is the game. Glad you're here.
I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, I am because I need some help.
He's been pretty wound up all week. I'll just tell you, in our prep calls and all that, he's been waiting for this moment, and it's a rivalry for sure. They're 1A on the list. 1B might be Bryant. 1C might be North Little Rock.
Yeah.
Opening kick will be kicked deep. Be pulled in by O'Neal. Taking it back across the field, cutting up the middle. Past the 25, he will fall down near the 27-yard line. Nice return there for Chris O'Neal.
Yeah, good spot. The kicks, I've watched a lot of Cabot film. They don't kick it deep. Brand new kicker, I think, this year, but they don't really kick it deep, so we're going to see returns when we're in the kicking game.
Something to watch tonight, this offensive line battling against this defensive line.
6'6" right there on the end, right there looking at you.
One of the best defensive lines in the state. We faced pretty much all of the best defensive lines in the state up to this point. Empty backfield for Donovan. Boogie Carr in motion, and not sure if it was a false start or offsides against Cabot. Indications are a false start on your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, I didn't see the movement, but it had to be internal. You see that many people fire off on the defensive side, somebody has flinched.
Make it 1st and 15. Trips to the near side for Conway. O'Malo fakes, tries to find Clay Fisher. That's tipped up, and Manny Smith almost came down with it. That ball was bouncing around. We haven't seen many tipped passes against this Conway offense.
No, but that's your guy right there, Justin Sobzak. On the end, 6'6".
6'6" of them.
Yeah, you're going to have to work around that edge, but we even almost came up with it after that. So.
Empty backfield for O'Malo. Looking to his right. And he connects with West Boudreaux for a nice gain on 2nd down.
Well, here's the thing about West Boudreaux, and we got to run quickly here, but he is so good on the boundary. He is so good about getting his feet inbounds. Great catch there. 3rd and manageable now.
He's going to make it 3rd and 5. Ball spotted at the 33.
They look for Manny Smith or Boogie here.
Stick with trips to the left. O'Malo rolling out, looking back for Manny Smith. Aim just a little bit behind Manny. Could not pull that in, and your Wampus Cats will most likely be forced to punt here.
Yeah, he made a good decision to throw it there. For a moment, it looked like he had the edge and was going to be able to get enough of the 1st down, but they very quickly closed in and had Manny covered. Good decision just to throw it where the only person who could possibly catch it would be Manny Smith.
A little different look here for the punt team. Not really the punt team. This is the offense, but Ashton Waller out to punt. Snap, a little off, could not handle it. And it's going to be great starting position here for the Cabot Panthers.
So it's kind of a mix of two things there. They had basically our Ashton Waller back there, who can play quarterback, by the way. They had him back there, had some offensive players on the field, and the snap just didn't quite get back.
We've been waiting for that look throughout the year. Hadn't seen it yet. There was some confusion on the sideline. Phil Sherry wasn't sure if he was going in or if Ashton was going in. And now Cabot going to be starting at the 26. Freeman takes the snap, hands it off to Bell. A little sweep out to the far side. It's going to be a short gain. Ashton Waller in there.
Yeah, boy, they really came up and attacked at the offensive line, and he had zero chance of getting beyond that. I mean, there were so many Wampus Cats, which has been a little strange. We've lost some containment on the edge. We really did a good job there, though.
Ethan Winningham getting the start again tonight at end. Freeman steps back, looking over the middle. That's bobbled. And a hard hit coming in on Shirley. Trey Roberts head hunting out there.
Yeah, and we were fortunate there because that pass was right on the money. He just didn't gather it in. Now, here's the thing, though. When you're running that pass pattern into the middle of our defense, you have seen already historically the kind of lumber we bring, and that's a frightening move for those receivers. Little alligator arms, as they call it.
3rd and 10. I'm going to keep an eye on Braden Jay in the slot, near side.
Number 5 is the deep weapon.
Freeman looking over the middle. Did he pull that in? No, incomplete. So interesting choice here for Cabot as well. You mentioned their kicker on kickoffs, not a very strong leg.
No, and I've watched their extra points and field goals attempts. Just not a really good, strong leg. No knock on the young man, but it's just not really strong. So there really is no choice here. They have to go for it.
4th and 10 at the 26.
Now, they do a lot of screens. They do a lot of hitches. You want to throw the ball beyond the sticks, but they're probably not afraid of throwing something underneath.
Jay in motion. There's a flag. Hopefully it backs it up even more.
Prior to the snap infraction.
Yeah.
Number 63.
That will go against Cabot, so back it up 5 more yards. Think they still stay on the field at this point?
I do, yeah. There's not much to lose here. If they punt it, likely goes into the end zone. You only gain about 10 yards, so yeah. The question here really is, for me, is do they go long with Jay? Do they try to slip the tight end down the seam? Or do they bubble it up and just try to make a first down?
Split out 2 receivers to each side. Jay in motion. Freeman's going to roll out to his right. They're setting up the screen to Jay, and he is hit immediately by Troy Wiseman. They have been watching the game film this week.
Well, that answers the question of the shorten hitch and try to go. Wow, that was like a bullet. Troy Wiseman was like a bullet right into the middle of the chest. Great play.
He was back at about the 15-yard line, and before Freeman had even turned his shoulders,
dead sprint.
He was already sprinting directly for Jay. Wow. Handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie with some nice yards right up the middle.
Well, when you struggled a little bit on offense throwing the ball right out of the gate, who do you give it to? Boogie Carr.
So glad to see Boogie back in the lineup this week. Came out against North Little Rock last week late in that game. They'll hand off to Boogie again. A burst of speed right up the middle. Cuts it back up. He's down near the 40. First down, Wampus Cats.
You would think that a guy could not have that kind of room, but he separates so quickly when he gets to the linebacker line. Unbelievable.
Offensive line picking right back up where they did a week ago. Omalo looking for Rome Fields out in the flats. Rome trying to cut it back in the middle. He'll be pushed out of bounds with a 32.
Great route, stop, pulled back a couple yards, made the catch. Gain of about, 6 or 7? Nice.
2nd and short. Hand off to Boogie Carr. He jukes and jives right up the middle again. Is there anyone that can do that move, that stutter step, and that sudden burst better than Boogie Carr?
I got obsessed with him watching game film. He is just spectacular at the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 21. They set up the screen for Boogie. He has it. Be a short gain, 4 or 5 out on the near side.
Well, you got to throw it over Samzak, number 96, and that took a little time and a little more touch.
down, 5.
They're going to call it 2nd and 5 at the 16. Omalo keeps it. Rome Fields with the block. Omalo, the 16-yard touchdown run. Set up by Rome Fields. What an amazing block out on that edge. And that's the 3rd rushing touchdown for Donovan this season.
And we talked about this before the game, that we didn't really see that part of the game last week until the very end. North Little Rock became so obsessed with stopping the run up the middle and Boogie Carr's success.
Oh, no.
Oh.
There's a flag. We missed it.
I'm looking for it now. I don't see it now.
Holding.
Down the field.
It may have been against. Yeah. It may have been against Rome.
It was
that was just
field.
a good block. Come on.
Well, we'll talk.
I'm partial.
I understand. Got to make it up here, though.
So it makes it 2nd and 7. Snap, handoff mishandled between Lala and Donovan, but it does appear Omalo falls on it.
Yeah, that's the scary moment with this particular offense is if that exchange goes bad, there's not a lot you can do except just try to fall on it, try to get what you can out of it. That one didn't go well.
It's going to push it back to the 21, 3rd and 10. Empty backfield. Omalo finding Boogie Carr quickly in the flats. He makes a move upfield. And he's got a 1st down. Just dragging Cabot defenders.
I mean, if you can't, there's another flag. Now, this one is in a place where I would think it's a defensive problem. I'm not sure there was anybody holding there, but I think it was a face mask, if I had to guess.
Well, the way that Eric Masterson is responding on the field, nose guard for Cabot, it is indeed against the Panthers. It's going to move the ball to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it was an incidental. They called it a 5-yard variety, but when you stacked up like that, that happens. Now, listen, that was Boogie Carr at his finest in with a strength move right at the chains. Unbelievable.
1st and goal at the 5. They'll give it to Boogie. He's bouncing it out. Cuts it back in, and he will score from 5 yards out. Boogie Carr. Touchdown number 7 on the year.
He found the spot, extended, bounced out, found the spot again, extended, and then the stiff arm and the move right at the goal line. Before that, on the 3rd down play, took it right at the sticks. What a strong move by Boogie Carr.
Send in the sophomore kicker, Adrian Mejia. Extra point is up and good. His 30th made PAT on the year. Wampus Cats lead 7-0. 8:15 to play. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Are you kidding me? Let's go fix it.
Welcome back. We are live in Conway tonight. Get another look at this run from Boogie Carr as he bounces it out to the outside and then finds the moment to cut back in. Put your Wampus Cats up on top, 7-0. 8:15 to play here in the first quarter.
Who would have thought 2-3 minutes ago that we would have been up game clock, that we would be up 7-0 instead of down 7-0 after the very rough start. We have overcome all kinds of obstacles already in this first quarter. Really good sign of what's to come.
Defense stepping up with a short field to defend. This one will be returned by Jay. He's dangerous. Past the 30. Trying to cut it back to the far side, and they will start past the 40.
Yeah, I want to kick it away from that guy. That's the guy we've been talking about. Super athlete. Can really do anything. He can probably play quarterback. They'll run him at every position. They'll just get him touches. He hasn't seen the ball yet, except for that. You can expect to start seeing that.
Adrian Mejia limping off the field. To keep a close eye on that as well. First and 10 at the 41. Another fumbled snap here, fumbled handoff. I've seen that happening on both sides already tonight.
The ball, in our case, the ball fell basically right where the fumble was. In this case, it got kicked forward into the teeth of the defense. Just couldn't come up with it.
First positive yards of the night for Cabot. That's not true.
Yeah, he doesn't like what he sees.
Coach Scott Reed. Is it Reed calling the timeout or us?
Reed.
All right. Cabot calling the timeout. I'll go ahead and hold it here because I feel like both of us are just a little amped up. Let's just talk. Let's talk through it.
So I got to start slowing down. So I'm watching Mejia down there with Brooke. I like it when she smiles. She's such a fine young trainer. Does such a great job with our kids. But she's such a positive. She's a positive influence on our kids. Really talks. I mean, so she talks up when they're. Some of these kids, it's the first time they've ever been hurt.
Yeah.
They get at this level and they don't know what that really feels like. She is fantastic about working with them, understanding what's going on, and then getting it down.
Big 3-2 on the field. In the middle, Garrett Sanders. He had a big impact a week ago at North Little Rock. An interception return for a touchdown. Hand off to Bell right up the middle. He's got a nice gain on second down. It's going to bring up third and short.
Yeah, it was really quick. There was no hesitation there. Found the gap. But again, Ethan doing a good job on it. He's really had a couple of really good games here lately. Played off his block and collapsed down and got the tackle.
3rd and 4. Ball spotted at the 47. Freeman connects with Shirley for a first down.
Yeah, he sat down right in front of Q and had enough space for it to happen. And again, Freeman can really throw darts. I mean, he's not afraid to throw it anywhere. You'll see that as we go along tonight. But that was a really good pass, good route.
Set up 1st and 10 at the 46. Fake it to Bell. He connects out on that far side. Is that Jay?
It is.
First connection of the night with Braden Jay.
Good throw into really good coverage there, by the way. It was really nicely done on our side of the ball, but he fit it in where he had to.
And a long yard.
Cabot not getting a generous spot there. It will be second down. Thought he had a first down.
Let's don't give him anything.
I don't want to give him anything. Hand off to Bell. Met right at the line.
I don't think he got it either there. It's 3rd and short, I would guess.
Quay stuck it, getting in there.
Yeah, good job by Quay. I mean, our defensive line is not really bad. We've talked about it. They're not huge. We've got a little beef in the middle, but they are so fast, so fast.
You were talking off air in the pregame. This defensive line does a lot of movement after the snap, a lot of stunts.
With that speed, you can do that. I mean, you're very nimble. You can fit into the gaps. This has got to be Bell.
3rd and 1, they go big here. Option, pitch out to Bell. Q trying to get him out. He'll finally be taken out of bounds near the 30, but he will pick up a first down.
Yeah, I didn't think the pitch would happen. I thought it would be more of an off tackle, but we were stacked. And when you do that, you're exposed a little bit on the end, and we didn't have enough guys out there.
Went to the pitch quickly. Kesey stuck it, making his way out to the field.
Jimerson's in now. Bell's helmet came off, so we got a backup running back in.
It will hand off to him on first down. He is met quickly by Garrett Sanders.
Nicely done. That actually had a little bit of space there. Saw a little bit too much green, but Sanders came in from the linebacker position and flew to the gap. Closed down pretty well. Gain of 3. Better than 2nd and 1, but we're going to need to clean up the edges here.
Jimerson will stay in the backfield with Freeman. We'll hand off to him again. Not much going up the middle, maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, it looked like you had Garrett Sanders, maybe Maurice Freeman in there. Is that Kesey in there?
Yep,
yeah.
Kesey's in there.
I mean, they did, that was almost like a little bit of a counter. They had misdirection one way, trapped into the other side, and we actually had a guy there. Stayed at home, really good responsibility football from our defensive line.
3rd and 6. Now handoff again. Q Wilson stepping up, making a big tackle. Keep him in front of that first down marker, but it's going to be 4th and 1.
What you're going to see, so given, again, if our prediction on the kicking game is what it is, you're going to see them work and operate in 4 downs. So that play was a setup to get to this play.
Try and draw Conway off sides. No going there.
Almost.
It was close.
Yeah.
They will hand off to Jimerson. Garrett Sanders stepping up. That is going to be
real
as
close.
close
I don't know
as
that
it
he
can
got
be.
it. Man,
wow.
That's going to be the nose of the football. Oh, it's on.
They're going to call it for Conway. The second defensive stand in as many possessions for Cabot. Conway holding them on 4th down. Wow.
Wow. 2 great plays by your defensive line there, filling in with the linebackers as well. That is tough to hold somebody to 4th and inches and not get it. That's real tough. That's man-on-man football. Great job by our defensive line.
Let's see what this Wampus Cat offense can do. Start with a handoff to Jalen Chambers. Jalen fighting for yards right up the middle. It's a nice gain on 1st down. Got 6 or 7.
I mean, he's a hard runner. And he reminds me a lot of last year with Jamal. He's such a, I mean, he hits the gap very quickly.
Toss it out to him in the flats. He's fighting through some defenders. He was lucky to get some positive yardage out of that.
Yeah, no, nicely done. Really shook the tackler in the backfield and got positive yardage, bringing up 3rd and 3.
Conway moving fast. They hand off to Jalen again. Jalen. This offensive line just continuing to give lanes.
Well, and Cabot was not even set.
Oh, no,
Man,
yeah.
They were not even close to being set.
I wasn't even set. I looked up and they were snapping it.
Here we go again.
Malo looking for Manny Smith. They found him. Short gain for Manny.
Manny Smith, 34, 2-yard gain.
You keep doing that, he's going to break one of those. They do. That was a really good tackle on their part.
They'll move Manny out in the slot to the far side. Looking for Wes Boudreaux. Wes hit immediately after the catch. What a job by Wes Boudreaux to hang on to that ball.
Yeah, it was a really great job by the corner to come up and just make a stick. Good yardage gain, though. That was a gain of about 4 or 5.
Micah Morrison in defense out there. Boogie Carr back in. Shaking and baking back there. And he's got a 1st down.
I mean, not everybody has access to huddle, but if you could get access to huddle and you can see from behind the line of scrimmage, you would be amazed at what this guy does behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll hand off to him again. Just doing it again. He might need to look into dancing. I don't know.
Well,
he's got the moves for
listen,
sure.
he hesitates and stops and starts so many times before he gets to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing.
2nd and 4. Omalo going deep for Manny Smith. Got him! Manny Smith hauls in the big pass, catches up to it, maintains possession all the way through the ground. What a big break for your Wampus Cats. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5.
Great throw. Dropped it right on the dime to Manny. What a throw.
Hand off to Boogie. Boogie's going to fall forward for a yard or 2. 1st down.
Man, I mean, that ball had so much, it brought down rain and then dropped it right on him.
And they had 3 defenders.
He ran right past him. He just ran right past him.
Gone. Manny in motion. They hand it to him. He scored on this play a few weeks ago, and he does it again here. Manny Smith, 4th rushing touchdown of the year. The Wampus Cats up 13-0.
He's only 5'4", 5'5". It's hard to find. It's all the excuses you want to give. The guy's just a player. He's an absolute player.
I don't know how 6'6"
missed him.
Sobzak couldn't see Manny Smith.
How does that happen?
How did he not stop him? I don't know. Mejia in for the point after. It's up and good. 14-0. 51 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Come back here at John McConnell Stadium. Let's get another look at that big pass play. Set up the rushing touchdown. Manny just going by 3 defenders.
What an awful feeling it is to see a guy running past you.
Right.
And looking, and not only that, but he's looking for the ball that you know is coming. It's just an awful feeling. But what a great feeling for Manny Smith. Man, what a catch. What a throw.
Just having a monster year for these Wampus Cats. They go with the little pooch kick here, and that'll be hauled in at the 32. I don't know if it's having to do with Mejia having a little bit of a, well, I haven't a confirmed injury, but he came off the field on the last kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, if you're not going to get it into the end zone, you definitely want to kick it away from Jay, and that's not a bad spot. That's an okay spot.
Put him at the 33. It's better than the 45
yeah.
where they started.
Yeah. I can do the math, yes.
Last time.
Yeah, that's right.
First down. Get a little pitch to Jay. They're going to try and find ways to get him the ball, and it's because he can do that right there.
Yeah, that jet sweep, I mean, they will get him the ball, especially now down. They're just going to, whatever they do, deep slants, hitches, jet sweeps, it's just going to be a lot of Braden Jay from here on out.
He's had 14 rushes on the year for 229 and 2 touchdowns, so he's dangerous on the ground and in the air. They'll do it again here. Reverse. Freeman looking deep. Just couldn't find the accuracy there. A little flea flicker.
Wow, there was like
thing going on there.
18 different pitches behind the line of scrimmage. Troy did a great job. Stayed at home.
Yeah.
That throw was never going to happen. It was basically out of bounds, but he had his guy covered. He needed to throw it there.
When it was way across the field, too. Yeah. It was not a good angle for Freeman.
If he throws that to the receiver, that's a pick. That's a pick waiting to happen.
2nd and 10 at the 36.
Again, they're going to play for 4 downs here. So
hand off to Bell, right up the middle. Conway defense pushing back there.
Yeah, great push. I'm trying to see who that is. Is that
Big D in the middle?
Big D.
Wrapped him up. Kelvin Thomas in there as well.
Yeah, really good stack. Again, you could see another run here after the start of the next quarter.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Conway on top, 14-0. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes, and we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
Conway Corp is excited to launch home security and automation so you can protect the ones who matter most with a service backed by the people you know and trust. It's safety for you, powered by Conway Corp. Conway, after one, leading the number 2 ranked Cabot Panthers 14-0 here at home, but Cabot on the right side of the field for them. Again, they've done this the last 2 possessions. This Conway defense has forced turnover on downs both times.
Yeah, and again, they're going to be in 4 down territory pretty much when they get on this side of the 50.
Motion again here, Freeman. He is going to be taken down. The ball comes loose. They're going to call him down first, or they're saying it was a pass.
Incomplete pass?
Wow.
Oh, I'd like to see that again.
It's Keldon Thomas, I believe.
Come on.
Had him wrapped up. That ball came loose. They're going to say it was a forward pass. Keldon gets his hands on him there. I don't know.
That's going to be grounding if it's anything. If it's a forward pass, he was just flicking it out to the side. Wow, I don't agree with that.
I don't know if he had a receiver over in that general area, but he didn't get it past the line, right?
Wow, no. I mean,
4th and 7. Here comes the pressure. Conway gets to the ball on the turf. No doubt about it that time. And your Wampus Cats will recover.
I mean, bull rush from the entire defensive front. Ethan Winningham with the fumble recovery. Big D.
DeMarkel McKenzie getting the hit, forcing the fumble. First turnover of the game. Surprise, surprise, it was forced by this Conway defense.
It's just how we roll.
That is the 8th fumble recovery on the year for your Wampus Cats. Flag coming in on the far side.
Oh, that looks like a illegal substitution.
False start.
Manny's feet are so quick. We said this about West last year. It's so quick, even it fools the official. I thought I saw a little movement out there. It was a good call.
Back it up 5. Moves the ball to the 39. Clay Fisher, Wes Boudreaux near side, Manny Smith, Rome Fields, far side for your Wampus Cats. Amalo looks for Wes Boudreaux. What a catch by Wes Boudreaux, diving across the middle.
Oh, man, what hands by this guy. I mean, you know he's got quick feet. He runs fantastic routes. The guy's just got sticky fingers, man.
Nice pickup on 1st and 15, makes it 2nd and 3. Hand off to Boogie. Boogie bouncing it out near side. We'll cut it back in for some positive yards. Gets real close to a first down.
Yeah, I mean, that had 0 or less written on it, and he somehow gets almost to the line of the game. 3rd and relatively inches. Yeah. They may take a look at this one. I don't know. I think it's short. I think they have it right. Yeah.
They're going to keep it 3rd and inches here, so.
Short of the first down, it's 3rd down and a yard.
Conway will keep its base offense on the field. Donovan Amalo going under center. And he's going to run it forward for a first down. Hadn't seen that yet this year.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I've been expecting to see that. We've had a few of those that I thought, well, he might do that. Really, really good push by Nick Childers. Right. And had Donovan pushing right along with him. Just a good move by Nick. It's a tough defensive line to push even that far when they know it's coming.
Ball at the 45. Amalo looking deep again for Manny Smith. Manny having to come back for that one. Had 3 men on him again. Beat all of them again. The ball just a little short.
Yeah, he underthrew that one. He put a little bit more air under it. You want to do that for these long vertical routes. Give your receiver a chance to run underneath it, but didn't have quite the distance on him that he needed.
2nd and 10. Amalo looking to pass again for Clay Fisher. Clay showing some air on that one. First down, Wampus Cats.
Wow. Now that's a tough catch because that was a bullet. That came right out of the cannon, and a great snag by Clay Fisher there. Wow.
Manny Smith back in the slot on the far side. 1st and 10 at the 32. Hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie following his blockers there. That was Aaron Smith pulling. I'd run right behind Aaron Smith.
Oh, I would.
Got a helmet coming off. Is that Masterson on the defensive line? 53. Brock J.
Yeah, and Josh Martin also in there. Linebacker was in there as well.
2nd and 4. Another flag. I think it's going to be moving back 5 yards again.
So
Manny Smith trying to talk out there.
So it's one of these things with this offense with the clap, and when you're on the edge, you see the clap happen, and it's just a fraction of a sec too fast. We saw a lot of that last year. Just got to hesitate just for a second.
2nd and 9 now. Conway trying to get that 5 yards back. No going there from Cabot. Low snap, Omalo handles it. He's looking for Wes Boudreaux. He has got him. Touchdown, Wes Boudreaux. 31-yard strike from Donovan Omalo. It's Wes' 2nd touchdown of the year.
Wow, I mean, he was wide open. I will see it again, but did he just fly by him?
Single coverage. I have to see the replay if we have it. I don't know if he made a move at the line and just got behind him.
So, but here's the thing. We've talked about this so many times. When you face this offense, and not to get excited about them when they're doing so well, but when you face this offense.
Extra point from Mejia. He's up and good. 21-0. I'll let you finish your thought.
You have to pick your poison. Is it going to be Manny Smith? Is it going to be West? Is it going to be Clay Fisher? Is it going to be Boogie?
Well, if you're putting 3 on Manny.
I mean, yeah, your triple coverage, somebody's going to shake free, and they found the right guy.
Conway up big. Let's get a look at it here. Wes Boudreaux. I think it was just a blown
I think he just ran right by him.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
What touch from Omalo?
Oh, you know what? They had a linebacker on him. Okay.
Well, that's not gonna
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's not how you drew it up.
I wouldn't put a linebacker on West. No. Wow. Boy, your offense has really come to play tonight. Defense is standing up on the other side of the 50. And they overcame adversity at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
All the factors.
Fumbled snap on the new look punt formation. Yeah. Not quite. It was still your base offense with Ashton Waller out there. There was confusion on the sideline getting him out there.
And even though that didn't go well, I bet we see it again. Not tonight, maybe. It might be shelved for a little bit more work.
Mejia gonna do a pooch kick again. They were going for it that time, though.
Yeah, he did not signal fair catch.
Cabot recovers. Ball's going to be spotted at the 42.
I don't think they wanted that. If I had to guess, and I could see Coach Fimple on the sidelines, if I had to guess, that was intended to go to about the 30 to 35, not necessarily to the 42. So we got to kick it a little bit deeper there. I like what they're trying to do. They're keeping it away from Jay, but you're going to have to get it down the field a little bit more than that.
And here come the Panthers. Good starting position. They've had great starting position pretty much every possession. Jay in motion. Hand off to Bell. Bell met right at that line of scrimmage. This defensive line is doing his job. There's number 30 again.
Yeah, Tavarian Williams played a great game last week against North Little Rock. I mean, was all over the field. When he was in there, he was making things happen. Garrett Sanders there, as well as Big D on that play. Second and 9. Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
Defensive line has just gotten better and better each week. Freeman finds a receiver near side. He's going to pick up the first down. That was Shirley.
Yeah, they've got a couple of guys that can catch. I mean, Jay's not the only one that can catch it. Aiden Stratton can play as well. I mean, they've got some talent out there. I mean, they're the number 2 team in the state. They can score points, and I think they will score eventually. But they've got weapons.
Go with a bigger set here. Handoff. He's got a nice lane. Big gain on first down. About 9.
And that's Jimerson.
Jimerson, the junior.
Yeah, replacing Bell in the backfield. And again, he's kind of a guy a little bit like, not size-wise, he's bigger than Chambers is, but just hit the spot and really had no hesitation at the line of scrimmage.
Stick with this big set again. 2nd and 1. Another handoff to Jimerson right up the middle, and he's got the first down. Gain of about 4.
Need to watch 52 coming over the pile there. I mean, that's one of those new rules they've got where you can't block over the pile. So that's a kind of a dangerous deal. So I'm sure they'll get that cleaned up. But again, just a quick hit, get what yards you get, and in this case, it's enough for a first down. 2 good runs by Cabot there. Ethan Winningham having to come off the defensive end side just to make the backside tackle.
8:15 on the clock. 1st and 10. They'll hand off to Bell. Nice step-up hit from Mo Freeman.
Yeah, came up in space, took it right off the edge. Really good stop. Only a gain of 1. Good job by Mo there.
This defense has played well on first downs. They've been keeping it long.
They really have. In most cases, it's been 2nd and long, and they seem to get tougher and tougher inside the 40 here.
Ball at the 33. Carter in motion. Fake look over the middle for Braden Jay, and Braden Jay makes one move. That's the weapon keeping an eye on, and he makes Conway pay with a 33-yard strike.
Yeah, it's just completely blown coverage there. I mean, he was by himself, and you don't let Jay get by himself. But it was just blown coverage by our defense there.
Had to miss one defender in the middle.
Yeah, and he was going to do that. He had the forward momentum. All he had to do is make one wiggle move, and he was in.
So Cabot answering here. Sam Dubwig in for the PAT. It is good. Cabot cutting into the lead, 21-7. 7:33 to play, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Back live in Conway. Cabot answering after 3 frustrating possessions that they'd had. They finally get on the board here.
They had a lot of really good plays in that drive. I mean, just big chunk yards. And then there at the end, Braden Jay with literally no one in the spot. So it's just blown coverage by your Wampus Cats. They'll get that fixed. I can see the activity underneath the tent over there. They're working on it right now.
Cade Martin set to kick off for Cabot. And they will kick it deep to Chris O'Neill.
That's Chris O'Neill.
Past the 25, past the 30. Burst of speed from Chris O'Neill. And special teams making an impact here. Touchdown Wampus Cats. No flags on the field. What a response from this kick return team.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about Chris O'Neill before the game. He's just a dynamic player, great speed, one of our receivers. And boy, so what are you, Cabot? Let's kick it away from Manny Smith. Anybody but Manny Smith. You kick it to Chris O'Neill, makes 2 wiggles on the boundary, and was gone.
Well, we've been talking in our midweek meetings about how special teams, they've made some plays. The kicking team has made some plays, getting some fumbles, but really haven't had a big offensive play yet from special teams, and you saw it there. What a return from Chris O'Neill, and the lead is back to 21, 28-7, 7:21 to play here in Conway. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business. Thank you for your business.
Back at John McConnell Stadium after an electric return from Chris O'Neill. We'll take a look at that here in a second after this kickoff.
If you went to the kitchen to grab a snack, you missed something. We'll show it for you again.
I could see some Conway fans at home thinking, Cabot scored.
I might have been thinking that a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
This one kicked to Jay at the 25. He is wrapped up, going to get past the 40. Wow. Let's go ahead and take a look at the return from Chris O'Neill. Didn't even have to make much of a cut. He was just going straight ahead. Found a lane.
I'm trying to find the Cabot Panther in the screen. There he is.
Wow. Chris O'Neill making his first statement of the season.
Is that his first touchdown of the year? I believe it is.
Yeah, it is.
One of the super softs that they've been talking about, just really got the edge and used his speed to just put everybody away. What a great play.
Been seeing him more on offense. He's got one reception on the year.
And that play was made up by the block. There was a great block at the point of contact.
Cabot ready to respond again. Hand off to Bell. Quay stuck it, sticking him in the backfield.
Quay was ready to respond. Fended off the block. Right there behind the line of scrimmage. Good firm tackle. Quay has made so many good tackles behind the line of scrimmage this year. It's just been
that was his 5th of the year.
Crazy tackle.
5 tackles for a loss for Quay, 1 sack. He gets back there. Sets up 2nd and 11. As Carter comes in motion. Little pump fake to Jay, looking deep for him. Some incidental contact out there between him and Wilson. No flag on the play.
Yeah, it's not panic mode yet for Cabot. I mean, the problem is
we saw him score 7 touchdowns in the second half a year ago.
Trust me, they're not panic. But what you're seeing now is attempt every 1, 2, 3 plays, find a way to get it to 5. He's the deep threat. They've got other weapons again. We've talked about that. Bell, the running back, is good. Freeman, from a running perspective, is good. But boy, Jay is their outstanding player.
Jay in motion there, coming across the field with a head of steam. They're looking for him. Throws a little bit behind him on the comeback.
Great job by him. He had Mo Freeman, who, as a linebacker in our defense, when you have to say, okay, linebacker, go cover, that's not a problem.
Well, we saw how that went for West Boudreaux earlier.
It is a problem for when you got West. Yeah. But Mo Freeman is a converted cornerback, can play safety.
He's play anywhere.
Yeah, he play end. He's just a fast guy and really made a good coverage on Jay there.
See the first punt of the night as Dubwood comes in. Traylon McClure fair catching it around the 26 or 27. So a great defensive stop here for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, on 3rd down and long, they had to try to find Jay. I mean, he's the guy that's going to get you, close to the chains, the extra yards. And they probably felt like they had the advantage there when you've got a linebacker on Jay. But boy, he had it covered up.
Official number on the kickoff return from Chris O'Neill, 90 yards from Scott Stats Taylor. Be 1st and 10 at the 27. Your Wampus Cats, 6:24 on the clock and a 21-point lead. Hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie bouncing it out. Goes out of bounds past the 30.
Yeah, that's the only way to really stop Boogie is just kind of run him into the boundary and try to extend it out. Clay Fisher with a great block to get him, 3 or 4 yards that he got there. So it's 2nd and 5, actually 5 yards. Great job by Clay Fisher there.
Ball at the 31. Fake connection with West Boudreaux and a flag coming in here. That's got to be the 15-yard variety.
I believe that one's going to be 15. Good to see West pop up from that. But boy, I mean, they were all sold out to stop Boogie Carr there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's the thing. I mean, one of the best route runners I've seen in a long time with West Boudreaux.
That's his 5th reception of the night. We're going to tack on 15 more.
And so we may see, I mean, it's for West, he may see some of this because everybody's out to stop Manny Smith. And Rome Fields has shown himself. So, I mean, we got guys, as soon as they start doing that, look out for Rome.
Well, like you said, stop Manny, stop Boogie.
Stop West. Who you gonna do?
Beautiful route there. Manny Smith in motion. They will give it to Boogie. Looked like nothing. Wow. He's still able to fall forward for gain of, 2 or 3 there?
Wow, yeah. Well,
we'll call it 2.
See where they put it. Nah, yeah, 2 maybe. But again, to your point, that's 3. Now to keep mentioning it forward, it looked like a line of scrimmage there.
Second and down,
One.
Omalo rolling out. Got Manny Smith for a first down.
Apologize. It's the fan
I heard you-
Tim.
I heard you
That was
won.
the fan Tim coming
Well,
out.
It helped me because I was like, oh, he's throwing it to Manny.
It's going to Manny.
There you go.
Yeah, he made a great cut. What a great route by Manny and a good timing throw by Donovan.
1st and 10. Delayed handoff to Boogie Carr, and he's caught behind the line. First time that's happened tonight.
Yeah, Logan Eason made a good play there. That's that hesitation where you see mostly Boogie has it timed out just right. In that case, Eason was right on top of him.
2nd and 11. Omalo flushed out. He's going to have to step up. There's a flag coming in as well. Just not anything positive happening there for your Wampus Cats.
That was a bad play. That was a bad play. But and so it'll be interesting to see if they even take the penalty. I think they'll decline it.
They will decline. Take the result of the play, which is a sack on Omalo. It's going to back it up to 3rd and 17. In field goal range for Mejia, or at least we were, before he's had his little seemingly injury that he's dealing with. Omalo going deep for Wes Boudreaux. Wes burns him again. 31 yards this time. Touchdown number 2 for Wes Boudreaux tonight.
I mean, it's an exact same play. But in this case, they had a defensive back on him. And still the same outcome. He's 5-6 yards behind the coverage. They put man coverage on him. And again, they have to because they have to double Manny. Wow.
Jaden Whaley, that Wes Boudreaux was burning this time.
Wow. What West, what a night.
He is having a monster night. It's because pick your poison. Who do you defend? That PAT
Blocked.
is blocked. He still had enough leg, but went off to the left. So 34-7 is the score. 5:01 to play. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Back live in Conway, get another look at this Wes Boudreaux 31-yard strike from Donovan Omalo. Just had, what, 7 or 8 steps past him?
Yeah, at least. And here's the thing. It's 3rd and 14 or 15. And you got to make sure that you don't let anybody get behind you, and then there you go. I mean, it's just, again, who are you going to cover? So now they'll start loading up. Okay, let's edge over towards that. Who are you going to leave open? Clay Fisher, Rome Fields.
And Wes Boudreaux with that last catch, over 100 yards receiving tonight. 6 catches for 108 and 2 scores.
Wow, big night. Awesome for West. That's a good first half.
There we go. A little bit deeper for Mejia. Jay returning it. Here he goes. Wow. That was a touchdown saving tackle. That's from Caden Henderson.
Caden Henderson, who you'll see in the backfield some, if not this year, you'll see next year. Great running back on the JV side. Really talented young man. But that was a great open field tackle. That could have been a problem.
Yeah, that could have been a problem very quickly.
All right. 5 minutes left in the half. You've got a Cabot defense or a Cabot offense that's a little bit sick of watching you score. They're going to get a little bit of angry going on.
Reardon in motion. Freeman looking deep across the middle. What a play from Q Wilson. And Traylon McClure in there as well.
Yeah, Traylon, listen, Traylon, I mean, I know that was kind of high, but that's where the ball was. Good play by McClure. Q, I mean, that was on a rope. Great play.
Cabot fans voicing their displeasure on the far side.
There was nothing to that. I mean, he was going for the ball, and it's just a high spot.
2nd and 10. Cabot will go trips to the right. Jay in the slot. They fake, get it out to Jay. Ashton Waller couldn't get him at the line. Jay's going to take it all the way to the 50.
That's a guy that's just next level kind of guy. I mean, you know, he makes moves in the open space. We've seen it a lot on our side of the ball. You know, I will say it's a good thing they didn't hand it off, because there was a stick in the back. But a great play by Freeman, and really great play by Jay. You want to get it to him in space. They're going to do what we would do with a Manny or West, just give it to him in space.
Ball spotted at the 49. Reardon in motion. Excuse me, that's Carter, and they find him out. And they're going to get a late hit on Traylon McClure.
That's probably a good call. I think he was on the sidelines when he took the shot. And Traylon's a very aggressive player. He knows it. Yeah, that's just not a smart play. But that's one of those, if you turn around and your player's going, that's my fault, that's a coachable moment for Traylon, but you just can't in this spot. When you've got them down, you don't want to give them anything. They're already getting some chunk plays. Don't give them any more momentum.
Yeah, 4:27 on the clock. Cabot with a great opportunity to cut into the lead, and they will get the ball to start the second half. Ball at the 26, hand off to Bell. Kelton Thomas tracking him down from behind.
Let's see where this is going to go. I'm afraid this may be on Quay, but they were tangled up in the backfield. I mean, in the defensive backfield. And so it was between Stuckett and one of their linemen, and I have a bad feeling this is going to go against us.
Penalties can absolutely kill a lead. Just keep giving this offense more and more yards down the field.
I'm afraid Quay may not be coming back.
It is on Quay. That will move the ball all the way down to the 13.
And Quay's been ejected from the ball game, so now that'll be a major discussion. Here's the thing on those kinds of plays. It's always a two-sided story, and the officials will talk about what instigated it and what happened. They did not see anything prior to that, and Quay threw a punch. Can't do that, and so he's not throwing a punch just because he wants to throw a punch. It's a frustrating moment for some reason, and a lot of times, as you know, it's like in life, the second person always gets caught.
Yeah.
So that's one of those cases, and it was out in the middle of the field, so unfortunate for the Wampus Cats.
So with him being ejected, is that a situation where he will not play like in the first half or until the second half of next week?
I've got some official friends that I think are watching, and so maybe I can get a text. I can't recall. I know what it is in college, but I don't know what it is at the high school level. If it's just the next half, because it's in the first half right now, or if it's for the full game. So that's a big loss going into next week.
4:16 on the clock here in the second quarter. Jimerson in the backfield now for the Panthers. Cabot just trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Freeman. That is picked off by Mo Freeman. What a big play by this defense. After all the frustration on this drive, Conway gets its second takeaway of the night.
That's just what this defense, I mean, it's what it does. It's wired for that. This is a case where you're picking up your guy, right? So he made a mistake. Traylon made a mistake. and somebody needed to pick them up, and in this case, it's going to be Mo Freeman.
Mo Freeman out on the edge. Great coverage. And, I mean, if it wasn't Mo Freeman, it was probably going to be Q Wilson.
Yeah. They had singled in on I believe that was Jay.
Ball is spotted at the 3. Quick pass out to Rome Fields. That is well defended out on that far side by Micah Morrison.
Yeah, he got there right as the ball got there. Rome really had no chance there, but that tells you a little bit about what Mark Kelly's doing here. He's throwing it out of his own end zone. Now you're probably going to see Boogie here.
Hand off to Boogie, cutting it upfield.
Ooh, that's
He's going to
great
get close
run.
to the 10.
Wow. Brings up third and very manageable. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4.
Conway hurrying to the line.
Smith's the ball carrier.
That's Lala
Lala,
Smith,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
He gets the carry again here.
Didn't quite get there.
Not going to get to a first down.
Yeah, there's not a chance here. You got a punt.
Punt team coming in. Ball is at the 12.
Yeah, I was counting. I did my normal thing.
10 seconds on the play
We don't
clock.
have everybody.
Yeah.
We don't have everybody.
Yeah,
out
it
there
looks
still.
like a
We're missing.
significant
Yeah,
portion
we're missing.
of people are missing.
Missing about 3 people, 2 or 3 people.
So Conway will call a timeout.
Yeah, missing 2.
As their second timeout here in the first half.
Yeah, you know what? So great defensive stand, obviously, and but you're back at your own 2-yard line, and even this offense, as good as it is, your options are a little bit limited there. You want to make sure you don't make any major mistakes. So you're trying to, when the first pass didn't go well, now you're going to try and run it out and create your own space, because we've had some success with a run. Just came up a little bit short, a yard short, and that's the big difference. But it's always a little bit for me. Literally, Coach Fimble had to say, no, Coach Kelly,
No.
we are not
No,
going,
Coach Kelly.
we are not going to do that.
Not from the 12.
No. Was it PA back in the day, and that may still do it. They don't punt. And so, but yeah, we do when we need to.
Ashton Waller in. Snap is good. A high punt. It's going to go out of bounds. The 33. Not a very deep punt. Cabot still in good field position here.
Yeah, we've seen Ashton with better punts than that. He didn't. It's a little
been
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah. He hasn't done it much, and so. And you're in your own end zone. Things are a little bit tighter. Not to make too many excuses, even though that's what I was doing there. You just got to get a better foot on it. But now your defense, what a great hold last time. Now you got to do it again.
Expect to see Tavarian Williams more and more tonight. Was stuck it out the rest of the game.
Yep.
Freeman pitch out to Bell. Bell's got some space out on that far side. He picks up a first down. That's going to be a face mask out on that side. Second time we've seen a play like that tonight.
Yeah.
First one was against West Boudreaux.
Yeah, it's just people flying to the ball. I mean, sometimes you see this. It's not intentional, obviously, but when you tackle high, there's always a chance you're going to get that. Now, we took care of the quarterback there pretty well. Tavarian took care of the quarterback. That's the first really good edge play that they've had. Their success has been up the middle. That's the first time they tried to go around the edge, and after we took the quarterback out, there was enough green out there to create some opportunities for Bell.
That will move things down to the 12.
It's about 45 yards of penalties in the last 2 drives.
Hand off this time. Hand off to Jemerson. Is that Ethan Winningham on closing in, or
yeah,
was,
I couldn't
was it
tell.
Big D?
I can't tell. No, I think that is. I'm gonna watch my numbers. I think that was Big D. Yeah, I think that was Big D and Winningham. You're right. That's what Andy says.
2nd and 9. Freeman keeps it, and he's wrapped up quickly by Mo
careful,
Freeman.
Mo
getting enthusiastic. Luckily, another Conway defender was there to.
His famed wrestling move that he's put on several this year. That, boy, that could have been another 15. Well, not even 15. It could have been another big penalty. Good job by our defense on the edge there, though.
3rd and 8, closing in on 2 minutes to play. Braden Jay in the slot near side. Freeman looking over the middle. That was well defended by Q Wilson, but it's still hauled in by Shirley. 10-yard strike for Cabot. No way, it's offensive pass interference,
No,
is there?
I don't think so.
Just trying to be hopeful.
Yeah, but I you know, and again, it was really tight coverage, so I'm guessing that's the case. But
Cade Martin in for the PAT.
Kate Martin to the 10-point after.
Coach Scott Reed across the way, wanting to talk to the official. Not sure what they're upset about over there, but official's going to confer here.
I have no idea. I'm not even going to guess.
They want to move it up closer, and
I don't know.
I mean, that's not. It's always it's enforced on the kickoff, right? I mean,
No, I don't even think. I think it's declined penalty.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
just
I
a
don't
result
know.
of the play.
Yeah, it's a result of the play.
The pass interference penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Well, they're saying here, getting the explanation.
Touchdown pass.
Pass interference will be enforced on them.
So I think what's going to happen here is that the officials just said they would decline and did not ask the team or the coaches. So Fimple will get an explanation.
PAT is good. Conway leads by 20, 34-14. 1:54 to play and 1 timeout left for this Wampus Cat offense. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Makes sense. Sorry.
Hey, we were chatting away.
So chatting away here in the
talking strategery
in the booth.
So here's the thing. I mean, this is a perfect place for an onside kick. You've got it at the 40 at hour 45. If you just kick it 10 yards and you don't recover it, we're still at 35. So I mean, this has got to be an onside kick.
Kickoff.
Could be a big special team moment here. Cade Martin. No, he's going to kick it deep.
Wow. Man, that really surprises me. I really thought, I mean, it's a 15-yard or 15-yard, 10-yard gain on that when you know where it's going to fall on it. So anyway, okay. 2 minutes. Doesn't take our offense long. We really need to score here, though. We really need to score.
Get some of that lead back. 20-point lead against this Cabot Panther offense is not as safe and secure as you might think.
No.
Omalo looking to pass. Set up the screen to Boogie Carr. Boogie gonna fall behind the line.
The momentum and the play is definitely changing a little bit into Cabot's favor here. So it would behoove us to really either work this clock and get it down, or make a good late score.
Omalo rolling out near side, going deep for Wes Boudreaux. Wes coming back, makes the catch, but they're going to say he was out of bounds.
And he was.
His left foot.
Somebody is going to need to, they got to have a different game plan for Wes Boudreaux. I mean, that he was another 6 yards behind, and had he not had to turn around, it would have been long gone.
Yeah.
caught it, but it was out of bounds. Third down, 11.
Third and 11, 1:20 on the clock. Cabot showing blitz there.
Yeah, they've been getting a walking start up to that outside edge.
Omalo, Clay Fisher right over the middle at the 40. Going to be down near the 45, and a late flag coming in. This is another face mask penalty. You hear our crowd in unison.
That is so many face masks in one half. Guys are having to tackle up high. Great catch by Clay there, by the way. A little bit of a bobble, but great catch.
It's a big first down third down conversion here for your Wampus Cats.
Should be 15. I think it's 15 added on.
Jaden Hughes checking in for Clay Fisher. So that's the third 15-yard variety we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
We've also had one of the
5-yard. Yeah, that's crazy.
That moves the ball all the way to the 40. Just like that, your Wampus Cats back in business.
Lane Cullum's down here on the boundary. Big, tall receiver.
Hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie going to get some positive yards there, just a few.
We're down to, now we this is the way we operate regardless, but we're down to one timeout.
2nd and 7, under a minute to play. Pressure on Omalo, and he will be sacked. Back near the 44. It's a big play for Cabot. Going to bring up 3rd and 12. Clock is ticking as we close in on 30 seconds. Omalo, Manny Smith across the middle. Manny takes a big hit, falls near the 15. 23 seconds on the clock. It will stop as they reset the chains. One timeout. And we got a Cabot player with his helmet off. That's Logan Eason. I think Cabot is going to call a timeout. We will hold it here. Ball is spotted at the 17. Man, that's 2 times on 3rd down on this drive where it's been looking not great. And Donovan Omalo has found a receiver.
Yeah, Manny Smith was really open in space there. Dropped into the zone, got in between the outside corner, the last third of the field, and in front of the safety, and really created, after the catch, created his own space. He did a great job, by the way, of once he came back into the play, down the seam, down the last hash over there. The outside cornerback who was playing that outside third made a beeline for him, and that's a place where you're going to fumble the ball there.
Yeah,
you're not expecting that play
hit.
coming. Yeah.
Great job by Manny. All of our receivers tonight. West has taken a big hit, held onto the ball well.
So this is a case where, I mean, you don't want to give us, an opportunity to save our timeout, but at the same time, you have to call a timeout and get reset. If you're Cabot, we're going to score there. I mean, it's so scrambled up. They can't sub. And so I think a good timeout, quite frankly, from Coach Reed there.
That was their second, so both teams with a timeout each. Ball at the 17, 23 seconds on the clock. 2 receivers to each side for Omalo. He's going to run out. Turning field there. Finds Manny Smith. Nothing going there, and that's going to take a lot of time off the clock. Conway will be forced to call a timeout.
Well, you'd like to save that timeout and have it, someplace else, but no options here. He did a great job just to get it to somebody, even to try and make a play. Unfortunately, it rolled back so far that the long throw loses 4 yards.
That will push the ball back to the 21. Now, Adrian Mejia, we saw him hit a field goal from 55 yards in the pregame, but he's been dealing with something.
Yeah,
something's off after one of the kickoffs he had.
Yeah, it was hobbled up a little bit. So, but we are still, I think, within his range. Now, obviously you can't take a sack here. You have to be able to get this incomplete or in the end zone. You really don't have a chance to.
They're going straight to Adrian Mejia here with 11 seconds. So ball will be spotted at the 28. So a 38-yard field goal attempt here will be his longest attempt of the year.
They got too many guys on the field. They have to. 1, 2, 3,
Cabot,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 12 guys.
They were not expecting to see the field goal unit. They were looking for the Conway offense, and I wonder if we might shake it up here.
They're not really pulling the offense up, so I'm guessing no. But so what I was going to say, for an offensive play, if we had it, you had to throw it in the end zone. 11 seconds is tough. From the 20, a play is going to take about 9, 10 seconds. So if you don't get it in the end zone, you could run out the clock. You can miss out everything, right? And this guy, at a healthy Mejia, this is in his wheelhouse. He hasn't had many attempts this year.
Just
2 for 2.
He's 2 for 2 with a long of 26.
Yeah. So, but again, he's been dealing with some stuff tonight. So I'm hopeful that he can put it together for this one. We need to block the edges. They got to the last one. 3 points goes a long way here if we can get it. That'll help 5 yards.
Yeah, they will draw Cabot offside. That will push it to the 20. Move the ball to the 16. It'll move the place to the 23.
I mean, I'm kind of like in Coach Kelly's head going, yeah, boy, now we could probably do it from there.
Coach Fimple is as far away as he can be from. No, I'm just kidding. He's not.
No, I think this is the right decision, by the way. Right call.
It'll be a 33-yard.
So 33-yard attempt for the sophomore kicker. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is good. 7 seconds on the clock. Adrian Mejia gets his longest field goal of the year, his third on the season, and extends the lead to 23 for Conway, 37-14.
That looked like that had zero problem, by the way. That went through and really well struck, good high arc. I mean, this guy, if there was one player that for the next 3 years that I could watch and that hopefully I'll get to watch, is that guy right there. Conway has been known for some really good kickers. This guy started as a freshman last year, and even slightly built as a 9th grader, he was still pretty. He didn't have the long ball, but he could really kick it well. And as the season wore on, you saw him directional kick and all those things. This year, he comes out and I'm like, who is that guy? Oh, hold on, that's Mejia. He looks like a totally different guy. Can really thunder the ball.
Kick off for the Wampus Cats.
Great kick.
Seven seconds to play. They pooch kick. Taken in near the 30. Will be taken past the 40. Seen that a number of times tonight.
Yeah, burned off about 4 seconds there. So time for one play. They've got the right guy in Braden J. Just want to make sure we play in some center field. Don't give a penalty. Don't hold anybody. Just make sure you keep everything in front of them. If they decide to go, I would guess that they would, but yeah, may just try to get this to the house.
Trailing by 23, and they will get the ball to start the second half.
We've been known to pick a few, so.
It's a 2-receiver set for Cabot. Freeman and Bell in the backfield. And Freeman will just take a knee and take it to the half. Conway up 37-14 here at halftime. Great job by this Wampus Cat defense and offense. We'll be back with the Conway Regional Health System halftime show right after this break on Conway Corp.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Your
summer adventure starts and stops with the dependable Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota from Phil Wright Autoplex. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. Come experience why so many families are trusting Phil Wright Autoplex here in Russellville. Or shop us online at philwright.com.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
Back live in Conway. Wampus Cats up 37-14 here at the half, and it is time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. We'll be kicking things off here with Conway Cheer and the mini cheer.
That is a whole lot of future Wampus Cats right there in the middle of the field.
A lot of excited little ones down there.
That's awesome.
I have a little 5-year-old that I'm sure would love to do this. All right, Conway Cheer and your mini cheerleaders. That is a lot of cheerleaders, Tim Roach.
That's a lot of corralling of young people as well. Great job by our senior.
Yeah, no performance tonight from Conway Dance. I think they were kind of mixed in with that, that effort as well. So we are going to take a little break here as the band starts to set up, and you'll also get to hear from Kennedy Smith here at halftime in the Kennedy Smith Report. The band coming up here in a bit on Conway Corp.
Good evening, Wampus Cat fans. My name is Kennedy Smith, and welcome to this week's Sports Report. The Lady Cat volleyball team is continuing their sweep streak with a 3-0 win against North Little Rock last Thursday and another 3-0 win against Cabot on Tuesday. The Lady Cats are currently 9-0 in conference. Keep up the great work, ladies. The boys and girls golf teams recently competed at state. The girls placed 5th, the boys placed 6th, and junior Colin Spangler placed 3rd, being awarded all conference and all state. Congratulations on a great season. The varsity tennis teams competed at their conference tournament this week, and both the boys and the girls will be moving on to state. The teams will be represented by John Michael Maynard, Cooper Teague, Brody Wilson, Tanner New, Trey Lemieux, Aaron Price, Emma McClurkin, and Susanna DeBlack. Congratulations to these athletes and good luck at state. Conway cross-country teams had their home meet hosting the Wampus Cat Invitational last weekend at Beaver Fork. The girls team placed 2nd overall. Wrapping up the week for the Conway Wampus Cats, I'm Kennedy Smith, and this has been your weekly sports report. Go Cats!
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing.
Would have been 2nd down and 5, instead 1st and 10. That's Hillis. Hillis fights his way over the right side across midfield. Hillis across the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Peyton Hillis, touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ball on the near side. Edwards rolls right, looks and throws.
Good to hear there from Kennedy Smith. And now, coming up, Conway High School band, and they got set up much faster tonight than 2 weeks ago. They're ready.
Well, they're taking a nap.
They're relaxing. That's what I want to be doing
This
right
is
now.
a chill band.
This is exciting. Seems like they've been adding more and more to the routine each home game. So
I think that Nathan Cunningham, this is his first year to have direction over the whole band, not just the Wildcat or the Courtside Cats. I think he has the whole thing now.
And of course, Conway Corp's own Jeff Matthews.
Voice of the band.
Voice of the band.
Good evening, and welcome
Let
to
him
the
take it
team,
away.
The Conway High School Wampus Marching Band. Fans, tonight the band will perform part 1 and part 2 of their 2021 shuttle titled Out of the Blue, including the music from George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue and Cyndi Lauper's True Colors, who will feature soloists Alan Sun, Ira Mangum, Paxton Amy, and Jalen Mims Crawford. Guard members Tristan Nash and Bailey Sling will be featured in a duet. Now we invite you to sit back and enjoy Out of the Blue. All right, everybody, get on your feet and clap along with the band while they play the Wampus Fast Light Song. Ladies and gentlemen, now to your feet for the Wampus Cat Fight-Off! Ladies and gentlemen, the Conway High School Wampus Cat Marching Band!
Welcome back. It is the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by Dr. Thad Harden from Conway Regional Health System. Hello, Dr. Harden. We're going to talk about men's health today. And we're a couple of guys. You're in that field that takes care of guys. I'm in that field of men that don't always go to the doctor when they're supposed to. Why do we do that? Why do we not go see our doctor enough?
Well, don't feel bad. You're in the majority when you're a man that doesn't go to the doctor very often. So don't beat yourself up about that.
Okay.
Man, so I think there's two major reasons. One is just education. Men don't know what they don't know until they find out too late that they didn't know it. You know, they didn't know that they should be going to see the doctor every year. And then what I've come in contact with closely or recently with my own family is I don't want to find out bad news. That ignorance is bliss. You know, I'm cool with the way things are. I don't want someone to tell me something bad, like I need to start a cholesterol pill or a blood pressure pill, or heaven forbid, I need to get my prostate checked, you know? So it's one of those things where either I have no idea, I'm not educated about it, or I just don't want to know.
Guys need to have some creative ways to get to them sometimes. And I know that you and Conway Regional have worked on some of those. What are some of the ways that you're working to reach men?
So number one, we have Conway Regional has started a new heart and health screening. It's $99 and it's a comprehensive heart health test. So for that guy that maybe has a family history of heart disease, but is not having any symptoms, or maybe I don't even have insurance and I can't afford to go see the cardiologist. Well, here's a $99 option. Hey, where am I at? And then with that information, you can decide I need to look a little bit further or not. And so it's certainly the services that are provided are much more than $99. So they're making it at a price point where it's affordable and you're getting some significant information that can, you know, and I can tell you they'll catch people with high cholesterol and heart disease and lead to early detection of those things. And that's how we save lives, is that early detection. And then lastly, for me, near and dear to my heart, is the Duck Derby. And that's our fundraiser to help. It's a duck hunting tournament, big event to raise money to provide for men's health initiatives in our area. And so that's paid for promotional events. It's paid for educational events. We're currently in the process of acquiring a mobile health unit where we can take health and health care to the man rather than have the man come to us.
And I know the place to find out more is conwayregional.org about those and anything else that's going on health-wise. Dr. Harden, thank you. I know you're with us every year, and I appreciate you once again being with us.
Hey, man, no problem. Thanks for having me.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Welcome back to the Conway Regional Halftime Show. We're pleased to announce Jordan Wicks is joining us. Jordan is a former Wampus Cat baseball player, football player, who went on to have a stellar career at Kansas State. He was an All-American and then became the first-round draft pick of the Chicago Cubs. Jordy, welcome. So let's go back to your Wampus Cat days, Jordy. What about that period of time set you up for your success at K-State?
I think it had a lot to do with the coaching all around the board. You talk about playing for legends like Coach Boucher and Coach Fluters, and also getting to play football for Coach Ashcraft. You get lessons from each of that help set you up in a way. I talk about one of the most important things that happened in my high school career was going back to football for my senior year and being able to get in the weight room and train in the weight room with those football guys, because when you get to college, you lift at that type of a level in baseball. And so having that initial setting and getting to learn, from those guys and how to lift in that sort of way was huge for me.
So you had the experience of being announced as a first-round draft pick of the Cubs. For those of us at home that always dreamed of making it to that kind of level, what was it like to be announced as a Cubs first-rounder?
It was a dream come true. You always think about getting to that moment, getting to that. It's something you dream of in high school and college, being able to have that. And, just being there and being able to be surrounded by the people that helped me a lot and had a huge impact in my career and my life was also big for me. I wanted some of the most important people around me when that moment happened, and I was very fortunate to be able to have that.
Jordan, you're still very active here at home in Conway, including having some upcoming camps for young people. Tell us when those are and how people can sign up.
Yeah, so we'll be doing some group lessons and some camps coming up in the Central Arkansas area. It'll be this fall, heading into the winter. We're still working on the specifics of when they're going to be, but I know if you have any interest, you can email wickspitching@gmail.com. That's WICKS pitching@gmail.com. And we'll be able to send out some more information. I think we'll be going through the guys at the field house here in Conway for some of those group lessons. And hopefully doing also some Zoom instructional stuff, like how to get into college and be successful right away, how to know what you're doing in terms of the recruiting process. And then we'll do some more pitching specific stuff, such as velocity building, how I jump from 85 to 95, and some more pitching specific stuff. So I'm trying to, be able to put high school kids in a position to where they get to college, they know what to expect, and they're able to, make that immediate impact right away.
Well, Jordy, listen, all the best to you as you work your way through up to get into the majors. I know it's not going to take long, and thank you for all you've done for our community. We appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Looking back live here at John McConnell Stadium, I'm Levi Gilbert alongside Tim Roach. Both teams back on the field going through their warm-ups. Go ahead and take a look at the first half stats as this game was looking pretty, it has been pretty one-sided offensively, but the Cabot Panther offense started to come to life in that second quarter.
Yeah, they really began to find their mojo and in big chunk plays, along with one really good drive. But the thing about it is we helped them all along the way.
Yeah, a lot of penalties on our side, and the big difference again, and we say this every week, turnover battle. Conway forced a fumble and an interception in that first half, and this game might look a lot different if Cabot took a little bit better care of the ball in the first half. 326 total yards of offense for your Wampus Cats. Some big plays tonight to Wes Boudreaux, 6 catches for 108 and 2 scores. Manny Smith has 5 catches for 76. This is Donovan Omalo's best first half by far, 18 for 22 for 246 and 2 scores. And Boogie Carr picked right back up where he's left every single game this year, as he's got 13 carries for 75 and a touchdown. Manny Smith also with a rushing touchdown tonight as well. So penalties have been concerning, though. 7 against your Wampus Cats in the first half, and we've seen how penalties can really stall this team out. But it's been really since week 0 since they've had a problem with it.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising, but it's been mostly some face mask, a couple of holds maybe, but the big thing was a couple of really unforced errors, one by Clay Stuckett and one by Traylon McClure on the sidelines.
Quickly, let's take a look at the week ahead for the other Wampus Cat and Lady Cat programs. What we got coming up here? would assume volleyball's getting
Well, listen, I can tell you about
close.
volleyball. Yeah, so volleyball plays on Thursday. They play at home. It's their senior night, and they're playing against Mount St. Mary's, which, by the way, historically, it's been a bit of a struggle for Mount St. Mary's in the 6A part of their schedule. It's just a tough schedule for them. They're very good. They have the Lady Cats are undefeated in the conference. They've only lost one set, and that was to Mount St. Mary's.
That's going to do it for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. The third quarter is next here on Conway Corp.
When you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone who knows the city better than anyone? Velda Looters with Coldwell Banker RPM Group. She has 25 years of experience and understands every aspect of the home buying and selling process. Buying a home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Working with Velda is easy because she knows your needs are unique and she gives you the personalized service it takes to find your perfect home. She loves Conway High Sports and is a longtime supporter of the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. Find current listings at her website, veldalooters.com, or give her a call.
It began in 1997 with one goal: community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-469-6 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
Opening kickoff here of the second half. It looked like danger out at the 30 near side, but Braden Jay took it, shook off a big hit, and of course did Braden Jay things as Cabot will start. Another great field position for the Panthers. They've just had great field position all night.
They've had short field all night long, so that's a concern. We need to flip the field a little bit here and get them back in their own end of the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 46.
Timeout on
Is it an official timeout?
Yeah, I think there's a problem with the chain. They're trying to get it worked out.
Gotcha. So a year ago, Conway led by 21 points at halftime. They lead by 23 this year, but that's exactly how many points. Well, I lost my train of thought there. I was looking at my notes and like something's not quite right here.
So yeah, we were up 21-0.
I had it set wrong here. We scored 23 points in the second quarter, which seems insane to me as I'm looking at it. But all that to say, this Cabot Panther offense, they're dangerous. Anywhere on the field you put them, and they have the ball to start the second half.
Totally uncomfortable with where we are now at 37-14. You would think that's a good cushion. Not with this offense. I mean, we've seen what Braden Jay can do when he is in space, when he's covered. As long as we play, and this is going to be hard, all right? I mean, so you want to work a little clock here in the second half? That is not how we're wired.
Right.
So, I don't know how that's going to play in eventually, but you've got to keep Cabot on their heels. And sometimes the best way to do that is to go fast. I don't know that I'd stop it.
Well, they get the chain situation fixed?
They have not, but they've got a spare set somewhere. They may be making a phone call to Ace Hardware to. So they're gathered up in the middle of the field and talking about their options. I don't know I'm trying to see, but maybe it's not connected anyway, it doesn't matter. But if we go back again to what's going on the field, things that we can talk about, our defense has played pretty well. You would think, it just feels like Cabot scored more than 14 points. It just kind of feels that way. And I think
because they've been on our side of the field pretty much all night.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's on our side of the 50, and driving, and we've stopped them multiple times. When you look at the stats, I mean, it's a little bit off. The Wampus Cats have a pretty good edge there, and the score would reflect that. But we've gone the length of the field. These guys have only had to go from about the 50-yard line on.
Yeah.
So it's been, and in football, a lot of times when you look back at games, you go, well, their starting field position, the average was the 35-yard line. That's the kind of thing that makes a difference in the long run. Its percentages play out.
It's the kind of things you talk about is they're trying to swap out chains on the far side.
Our players are having to re-stretch.
Long halftime here, folks.
Yeah. Looks like they brought the spares out. They did find the spares, and those are old school. Look at the stripes on those.
You think that's where Garrett Sanders' away jersey was? wherever the spare
hidden with the sticks.
Spare sticks.
The traveling sticks, yeah. Boy, they have in that kick, they fumbled the kick. I know we were coming back out of break. They fumbled the kick. Man, they could have been trouble, and instead they're at a 45-yard line.
All right, football back underway here at John McConnell Stadium. Freeman looking to pass quickly. He found Aiden Stratton right over the middle. Stratton's got a first down.
So they're going to work off. They're going to operate probably a little more quickly than they normally do. But this is their bread and butter. That quick hitch, slant over the middle, hitches on the outside, getting it to Braden Jay in space, and then you have to be careful of going over the top. They will do that. They'll hit side to side, over the middle slants, quick, looking for 6-7 yards, and then hit you deep.
Bring the receivers in tight. Pitch to Jay, and he's making noise on this Conway defense to start the second half as he gets down near the 10. Huge gain on that first down play.
Yeah, he was hidden in a bunched formation right off the line of scrimmage. We saw Bryant do that last year to us. Just kind of hidden, and it was just a quick pitch.
Jay and Carter near side. Jay in motion. They fake it to him. Get it out to him in the flats. Garrett Sanders there to push him out of bounds quickly.
Yeah, good play. That was intended not really to go to Jay, but to go deeper. It was a quick fake hitch, basically, and try to go deep. We had it covered deep, and Garrett did a great job of keeping his responsibility and took care of Jay after just a 1-yard gain.
Gain of just 1 on that play, bringing up 2nd and 9 at the 10. Ball at the 11, excuse me. Carter in motion. Snap not handled, and quickly coming in there.
Yeah, Ashton Waller back there, I believe.
It's Tavarian Williams.
Tavarian Williams back at number 30.
Yeah, it looked like 20 for a second. I was getting some Bryce Bohannon vibes. I was like, that's not 20.
This guy, man, again, played a great game against North Little Rock. Really all over the field, doing some really cool things on the defensive line.
So break here for the Conway defense, 3rd and 17. Can they hold them? Freeman. That ball is tipped. Is that Mo Freeman or Garrett Sanders that tipped it?
I don't know. I don't know that it wasn't Ethan Winningham. Maybe it's Freeman. Yeah, maybe it was Mo.
That is a huge break for this Conway defense as Cabot is going to bring out the field goal unit.
Wow. Okay, on game film, this was way out of his reach.
Placed at the 26, 36-yard field goal attempt for Martin. Snaps a little low. Kick is up and good.
Nope.
But it
off to the left.
To the right.
I was watching the official go left. Yeah, just off.
I said the kick is up is good. I meant the hold is good.
Don't
got the kick up.
Don't talk him into a mate.
Oh man. Well, I'm surprised at how this Conway defense can get out of predicaments.
Well, it's
and
been
they've done it a lot
It's
tonight.
been a little bit of a Houdini move. Now we need to go down and score. We held them. We got to get a score here.
Ball at the 20. They set up the screen to Boogie Carr. He's got lots of space out in front of him. Cuts it back upfield, past the 40. Nicely designed play on first down for this Wampus Cat offense as Cabot was bringing it.
Yeah, they've been flying off the edges. That's a great call there. We knew they were going to come to Donovan. Great call.
1st and 10 at the 41. They give it to Boogie Carr. Boogie getting wrapped up about 4 or 5 Cabot defenders.
Close to another face mask. Going up high again.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Malo going deep for Rome Fields, and Rome had a step.
Uh-oh.
What we got going on?
Center, Nick Childress lost his hat. He has to come off. So here goes a new center. That is going to be strong.
James Britt, Jr. coming in. And this is big on 3rd and 10. Chris O'Neill, Manny Smith out at the far side. Clay Fisher, Wes Boudreaux near side.
Got to always be ready.
Snap is good. Omalo looking for Wes Boudreaux, overthrows him, and that is intercepted by Ross Baxter. Omalo took a hit on that one. He was frustrated with himself. Only the 2nd interception he's thrown on the year.
Yeah, they kind of threw that one up for grabs. It was, you know, had he been able to get something on it, he was really had a lot of pressure, a lot of pace in his face there, and caused an errant throw. They picked it off. Now, that's actually a pretty good punt. It's 3rd and way long, and so it turns out to be a good. It's their worst starting position.
I know, yeah, it's not the outcome you wanted, but they haven't started this far back in all night, really. They find Jay, and he works his way out of a tackle, showing off that speed, and Mo Freeman saving some points with a shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, Trey came up and made a good hit, just didn't wrap up. And that, boy, that had danger written all over it. Braden Jay is very, very good at showing it tonight.
Ball at the 36, pitch it to Bell. He's got space on the near side. Another first down, Cabot.
Yeah, so this is the case where you got to pay so much attention. Now we're doing this. Cabot's doing to us what we did to them. You got to pay attention to Braden Jay. So now your eyes get on number 5, and you lose containment on the edge. Good downfield block by Cabot. They really had that played well.
Jimerson checks in next to Freeman. So trips to the right. Freeman rolling out to his right. He overthrows Jay.
Yeah, great coverage that time by Ashton Waller. Really stayed with Jay all the way through the process. Had him covered up on the inside. The only hope was to throw it over, and really there's no opportunity there. But a really, really good job in coverage by Ashton.
As much as they've moved the ball, you said it earlier, it really does feel like they've scored more than 14 points.
Yeah.
But
oh my gosh.
3 turnovers that this Conway defense has forced has kept things in check.
We're going to need another one here.
They're going to that bunch formation again. Jay going in motion this time. Freeman fakes it. Looking over the middle for Carter. And overthrows it. Traylon McClure and Trey Roberts in defense there.
Yeah, Trey had the best shot of it as anybody, and it was just thrown out of the back of the end zone. That was kind of a wasted play there. Jay was covered up pretty well. I guess they were hoping that we were so focused on Jay that nothing would be, that they would have clear sailing in the end zone, but nothing there.
3rd and 10. That's picked off by Ashton Waller. Ashton Waller just came out of nowhere. A flag coming in there.
We're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct, unfortunately. I have a feeling.
That's Ashton's first interception on the year.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah, he's got 2 fumble recoveries on the year. But he just, they just did not see him.
Well, they're going for Jay, and he again, he's not afraid to throw it anywhere, and we talked about that, and he threw it right where he couldn't throw it.
Who is it on?
I think it's on Ashton. He
sound like he said 6. But
yeah, he flipped the ball, and that's when he threw the flag.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that was when it is. And again, we got some coaching to do, and I think that's a little bit, maybe a little bit edgy there on the call, but it was pretty quick.
Got a Cabot Panther on the field. Cohen Green, left guard for the Panthers. We'll go ahead and take a little break here. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Back live here in Conway, and Cohen Green, offensive lineman for Cabot, still on the field out there as all the athletic trainers on both sides of the field out there attending to him. There's a look at Ashton Waller on the sideline as his first interception
that just doesn't
of the
seem
year.
right.
I mean, he's been, well, first of all, he's got 72 total tackles for the team.
Yeah,
He's been making an impact.
He's been
3
busy.
tackles for a loss, 2 fumble recoveries. Of course, the 1 fumble recovery at Bentonville that he took to the house for a touchdown sealed that game. He comes up with a big interception here.
Yeah, so we talked about Ashton, and again, I didn't hear the number, but I think it was going to be on him, and another penalty that's not forced. It's just a mistake by a young man. Again, they're going to coach and they're going to correct that. I mean, we go back to Quay Stuckett, who's out of the ball game now. We expect we're checking on the rules, but I'm pretty safe, I think, in assuming that he'll miss sometime next week. I don't know if it's half, if it's the whole game. We'll hopefully try to get that to you by the time the ball game's over with. But this looks to be an extended time for an injury.
Yeah, they're bringing out a stretcher here to the field near the 25. We'll go ahead and take another break. Might be a minute or two before we come back here and have the rest of the second half for you here on Conway Corp.
Are you kidding me? Let's go fix it.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes. And we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
When you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone who knows the city better than anyone? Velda Luters with Coldwell Banker RPM Group. She has 25 years of experience and understands every aspect of the home buying and selling process. Buying a home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Working with Velda is easy because she knows your needs are unique and she gives you the personalized service it takes to find your perfect home. She loves Conway High Sports and is a longtime supporter of the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. Find current listings at her website, veldaluters.com, or give her a call.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes. And we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
We don't schedule the appointments, but we connect them.
We don't read the x-rays, but we stream them. We don't handle the procedures, but we power them. Here's to running the things that make business run smoothly. Conway Corp. Always on.
It began in 1997 with one goal: community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing.
Back live in Conway. I apologize for the extended delay, but they were taking as much time as they needed with Cohen Green, Cabot Panther left guard. You can see him there. Apparent leg injury. We hate that for him. Cohen, a senior for this Panther offense, his 5-0 team. He's been a big part of it. We hope the best for him is they're going to take him off and get him the care he needs.
Best of luck to the young man. I hate to see that.
As we come back to the field, it was that play coming off of a interception from linebacker Ashton Waller. Fourth turnover. This team has gotten to 9, and Conway will start at the 11. Amalo, he's going to run it himself. He's got space up the middle, slides near the 25. Nice run from Donovan.
What a heavy play, and again, that's so now you're covering everybody. You're watching for the running back, and now you got to deal with Donovan Amalo.
Take it down to the 22, handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie got that stutter step, waiting for Aaron Smith to get in front of him. He's got a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, boy, he can make, he makes 5 and 6 yards look so cool.
Fake to him, get it out in the flats to Manny Smith. Manny cuts it back to the middle of the field, crossing the field, blocked from Wes Boudreaux. It's got Clay Fisher out in front too. Manny is gonna do it. 73 yards on the quick slant. He did all the work the rest of the way.
Smallest guy on the field and just absolutely in space. He is almost impossible to get down. I mean, he made several guys move. But again, Wes Boudreaux did not blindside block. He held up. What a great job by Wes. Another great downfield block. I don't know who that was. We'll have to go back and look. Just a spectacular individual play by Manny Smith.
Well, to quote a great philosopher, if you're going to come at the king, you best not miss. Adrian Mejia's extra point is up and good. 43-14, Conway extends the lead. 8:02 to play here in the third quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway.
Are you kidding me? Let's go fix it.
Return live here in Conway, getting ready for the kickoff. Let's take another look at that big play from Manny Smith. I mean, it was about a 10-yard gain when he caught it, and then he took it Another 63. Great blocking downfield from Wes Boudreaux, Clay Fisher. Just a great play from the senior Manny Smith.
Well, they came at him. We talked about this earlier. They came at Manny a little bit in social media. Cabot did, taking issue with his size, and surely he couldn't do anything. And Manny was great in his response and said, "I will see you at 7."
Yeah, all he said was "see you at 7."
Maybe what he meant was, "I will see you with 7."
With 7, yeah, on the other end. That's let's go ahead and update the numbers for Manny Smith after that 73-yard touchdown pass. Let's see where Manny's at now. 6 catches for 149 and a score, and he also has a touchdown run as well.
That's more Manny Smithish.
Yes.
But now Donovan, what's Donovan's number now?
Donovan's totals now 20 of 26 for 340 and 3 touchdowns.
Good night.
It's the best game he's had by far, even with the interception.
Oh, Donovan.
He is having a moment here against the number 2 team in the state. Lots of time left here in the second half. Cabot, we sound like a broken record. They've had so many opportunities, but the 4 turnovers. Now back it up here. Is penalty coming in.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. There's been 2 interceptions. I guess it's just 3 turnovers. I have 4 in my head for some reason. 2 interceptions. This is how I mess up the turnover differential. I'm always thinking it's more than it is.
Yeah, it's just 3. That's right.
Yeah, 3 tonight, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. Handoff here to Braden Jay. He's going to extend it out on that far side. Picks up a first down. I can't remember if Coach was saying this in the interview with him this week or if it was when we were done recording. But he was talking about Jay and how the speed is there, but it's just how quickly he gets to that top gear that is so dangerous for this defense.
Separation real early, and then he makes you pay late.
First down, Freeman. Nowhere to go as he is wrapped up.
Duncan,
Karan Duncan.
Yeah. Well, that's a big play. This offense, they're trying to get back, trying to go. You have a big hit from Braden Jay on 1st and 15, get a first down, and then you get a loss of about 8.
Second sack on the year for Duncan. Sets up 2nd and 16. Freeman getting it out quick to Braden Jay. In and out of his hands, a helmet on the field.
We've seen all kinds of action tonight. I mean, a lot of helmets coming off. This is old-fashioned slobber knock.
Yeah, it was Landon Ashland. Trying to see who the new offensive lineman is in there now. They might have just moved some folks around.
Yeah, I think they shifted some.
We know about that. That's what we've had to do. Sean Tufu out. They set up the screen to Bell. He's got a lot of space out in front of him, but he will be stopped near that first stick. So pretty good pickup there on 3rd down, but not going to be enough. And it looks like the punt team is coming out.
Yeah, Trey
Roberts.
Yeah, he was the stick there. Really, absolutely form tackled him, but he's been tender on that shoulder pretty much all season long, and that's a stinger.
Jacob Walton Connor finding him. So we get ready for the punt from Cabot. Nice punt there. Traylon McClure will not attempt to return it. It is down at the 25. So a 30-point lead for your Wampus Cats. 6:13 on the clock. And a chance here with one more touchdown. For the 2nd week in a row, an opportunity to invoke the sportsmanship rule against a team ranked ahead of you in the standings.
75 yards away from doing that, but boy, it would be really nice to be able to do that, get this game in a hurry.
Trips to the far side. Omalo keeps. He's going to get down around the 28.
And he does just a great job of getting down at the right moment. He's just so uncanny with either knowing where the sticks are or knowing when to get down and saving yourself for another play.
Good job by him to cut back in, and Nick DeBoard was in a battle there with Jose Lopez.
Nick DeBoard is always in a battle.
He is.
He loves the battle.
It's Lopez or Nick DeBoard on the field. That's how it goes. Omalo under pressure. He's going to escape, pick up a first down, gets down past the 40.
Yeah, you could call that penalty there.
Right, yeah, it was a little late.
Yeah, but great job by Nick DeBoard. Again, we were just talking about him. He sealed the end there, and as soon as Donovan needed somewhere to go, he went right off the edge of Nick DeBoard and a seal block, and it was clean sailing for another 10.
Manny Smith in motion. A handoff to Lala. Lala is going to lean forward for a short gain, maybe just a yard.
First time that Manny's been too fast for Manny.
I thought Manny was about to fall. He was moving so fast in motion. Jalen Chambers going to check in. 2nd and 9 at the 43. And we'll hand off to Chambers. Chambers got a wide open lane. Big gain right up the middle, still on his feet, past the 15, down near the 10.
I mean, not only did he have a second gear when he got to the secondary, but then he took some punishment and was dishing it out along the way. What a run.
Over a 30-yard run there. They'll give it back to him again. Another lane right up the middle. Takes it inside the 5.
Wow. This guy, and I love the way they work him. He's not in the ball game, and then he gets in and he gets the ball 5 times in a row.
Q Whitehead. Cole Williams coming in for the big set.
Oh, big set.
Manny Smith, Wes Boudreaux, near side. Hand it off to Jalen Chambers, leaning forward just shy. He did pick up the first down, but he is going to be shy of the end zone.
Nick needs to find a new helmet or a new chin strap.
Nick Childress, helmet coming off again. He will come off the field.
He's explaining to Colton what happened, and I think he was saying that, yeah, they're just pushing it that way.
Getting their hands up in there. Lala Smith in the backfield. Give it to him. He is rejected right at that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a big stick at the line. Logan Eason, again, it's about the 3rd time that he's absolutely brought the lumber. Nick Childress back in the ball game. Good snap, though. Good.
Well, yeah, good job by James Britt. The second time he's had to come in cold and snap the ball, and he's done a great job both times.
And they've both been in pretty critical situations. One was on 3rd down, and this one was at the goal line.
Ball at the 1. Omalo under center. They give it to Lala. Dives in for the 1-yard score. Lala Smith, 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
Way to go, Lala. He's worked hard. He hasn't had a lot of touchdowns, but he's a good runner. Downhill, just find the gap and go. Great job by our offensive line there. Great job by Lala.
36-point lead now for your Wampus Cats. Extra point attempt from Mejia. We had a new holder on there as well. Extra point attempt is up and good. 37-point lead for your Wampus Cats over the number 2 team in the state.
What we do, number 3, step aside. Number 2, step aside.
Wild. It has been a wild stretch for your Wampus Cats, Tim Roach. Now, listen, we talked about this last week. You felt really good going into that game that we were going to beat North Little Rock.
Yeah.
I felt good about it too, but again, if you had told me we would invoke the mercy rule on them, I would not have believed that. And we did.
Please.
We'll go ahead and look at the replay here for Lala Smith. 1-yard run.
Oh, great block.
Maurice Moody.
Yes.
Great job there.
Nick Childress.
But then if you had told me going into the next game, undefeated Cabot, I would totally believe that we could beat them. We've done it 6 years in a row now.
Sure.
But if you had told me we would invoke the mercy rule on them, there's no way I would have believed that.
No, I wouldn't buy that. I am, to your point, I can be one of the most optimistic Wampus Cat fans out there, and I did not see this coming in for the sake that their offense is so dynamic. And again, they're probably, they still got a quarter and 3 minutes. They're probably going to put up some more points. But we have done such a great job between the 30 and the goal line of all kinds of stops, whether it's turnover on downs, picks, fumbles, it's missed field goal. Just great job by our defense. Just so proud of them. 14 points to this point for Cabot. That's unusual.
That's Brandon Jay.
Jay on the return. Oh, yeah, nasty block.
Yeah.
Down near the 15. And then another flag. 2 flags near the 20. 1 flag over here near the 35.
What's going on now?
Maybe multiple penalties against.
Well, I know what
Cabot.
the one. I know what the one is down here. That's a block in the back. I don't know what the one is at the 35. So busy watching that one.
Trey Roberts, update on him. His shoulder pads are off. He's got ice on that shoulder. We will not see him again tonight, nor do we need to at this point in the game.
Well, we had, late in the ball game last week, as we were trying to get things put away, we had an injury to Boogie, and so, that's, we learned, hey, at this point it's time to get some other folks involved. I mean, again, it's a little bit scary because it's Cabot, but the clock is going to continuous running no matter the score, and so that's your friend there.
Takes the ball all the way back to the 8. Pitch it out to Bell. He is taken down. Hudson Wallace,
yeah.
Jr.
Yeah, listen, this guy can play again. He got the kick. He got the fumble. He caused the fumble on the kickoff last week in North Little Rock. I think I said it was Mo, and it was him. And again, another great job by Ethan, winning him all the way from the other side of the field to come across. Great job by Ethan as well.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6 at the 14. Jay in motion. Freeman going to roll out to his right. He's going to be nailed by Marquise. Stuck it.
Kesey was in on the fly. Who was that? Was that 50?
Get a look here. Yeah, 50 coming off.
That's right.
Edge.
So, yeah, who was the other?
Oh, that
96.
was Zy Blackley.
Yeah. So great job. I mean, Chandler took up 2 guys, freed up everybody, and just absolute drop in the backfield. Nicely done.
3rd and 14, and if we hadn't had that pressure, Jay was going deep. They get it out to him in the flats here. Can't get him out of bounds. He's going to pick up the first down and more. He's going to take it 94 yards to the house.
Got some whistles somewhere. Not sure exactly what they're.
They had 3 defenders near him out near the near the sideline.
He walked the tightrope the entire way. He's just a great player.
He is, yeah.
All props to him. He just got it and made some individual moves. It was all him on the edge. We just didn't have the right containment on the boundary.
PAT. It's good. Cabot cutting the lead back to 30. 51-21. A minute 32 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Are you kidding me? Let's go fix it.
Back live at John McConnell Stadium. Cabot cutting the lead to 30. After that 96-yard touchdown run. Well, not a run. It was pass, but a lot of running involved there.
It was mostly a run. That's right.
Back goes off Manny Smith's helmet. He's able to pick it up. He was on his feet. Late hit there. Flag coming in.
A little frustration there.
Hit him while he's down. That's about the only way you can get him.
Yeah, so what you want now is you want this clock to just run. And again, it's the great news with the sportsmanship rule. In the case like this where Cabot can score, obviously, very quickly, is the clock will continue to run.
Braden Jay, let me tell you his numbers tonight, Tim Roach.
I'm not going to like them.
Well, listen, you like a 30-point lead, so it's you take the good with the bad. Braden Jay, 8 catches for 250 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah, they're going to coach that up.
So all but 52 of Grant Freeman's passing yards have gone to Braden Jay.
Yeah. So you're going to see us slow down. We're finally going to slow down here, and that's what we should do.
Hand off to Lala Smith. Big gain from Lala. No fumble there.
Why are we stopping the clock? I didn't think we stopped. Okay, yeah, the official waved his hands to stop the clock, and we stopped it momentarily. That's got to get used to it.
Ball is spotted right at the 50. Yeah, this is where things just feel weird for this Conway offense.
Yeah, standing and looking.
Yeah, this is not. It's just not what they do. Another handoff to Lala. Man, so much space up the middle. Second run in a row for more than 10. Another first down for Conway.
Man, it's the big, that's 11, 12 yards right up the gut. They know it's coming. And our offensive line, and they've got their guys still in there. They got a couple of substitutions in there, I think. But, we're just man for man, just pounding it away at them. Nicely done. This should be the last play.
That should do it here for the third quarter. Is 18 on the play clock. 11 on the game clock, but I don't know. Looks like they're going to run another play. Handoff to Chambers, and he's met right near where the handoff was. That's going to do it for the third quarter. As we head to the fourth, Conway up 51-21. Clock will be running the entire fourth quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Your summer adventure starts and stops with the dependable Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota from Phil Wright Autoplex. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. Come experience why so many families are trusting Phil Wright Autoplex here in Russellville. Or shop us online at philwright.com.
Conway Corp has been powering the Conway community since 1929, and we're proud to provide Conway residents with electric, water, cable, internet, and telephone services, and now home security. Learn more at conwaycorp.com. .30-point lead for your Wampus Cats as we start the fourth quarter. Be second and 13 coming up. Ball at the 41. Just let that clock tick, tick, tick. Malo hands off to Chambers, cuts back near side. He's got a nice gain.
It's about 3 or 4 yards after the contact. He's just, man, he's built low to the ground, but boy, is he tough to bring down.
Ball will be spotted at the 35. It just feels unnatural, Tim Roach.
It's nothing. I'm so used to not talking when they're going. That's right.
Another handoff to Jalen, and I don't know how he got to the 30.
They're going to spot
just snaked his way through there. 4th and 3. Upcoming. Conway will keep the offense on the field.
They'll be running this down to close to about 10 minutes to go in the 4th. Player's helmet came off, and then they put the play clock back up. So.
Gotcha. They are going to bring in the big formation here. I should ask what it's actually called. I just call it the big.
Yeah, what's what it
They're
looks
going
like.
big. So on 4th and 4, Jalen Chambers in the backfield. Can he pick up 4?
He can.
He's going to do it. As he gets down past the 20. Clock continues to roll. Yeah, we're used to having no time to really talk and digest what we just saw when we're on offense. And when we have such a big lead, it starts to feel strange.
Yeah, I mean, but it having a big lead doesn't feel strange.
Right, yeah, I could have used, I could have worded that more.
It's just the time.
I could have worded that better, yes, you're right. 1st and 10 down at the 19. Another handoff to Chambers. Big space in the middle. Give him a gain of 8.
Got Luke Robbins out there, number 83. Logan, I'm sorry, that's his brother. Landon Seifert, number 4. 33 is Will Vent. So you've got a lot of new faces out there. Lane Combs has played quite a bit tonight. He's out on the far edge. They've shifted Seifert out to the other side. Lots of new faces.
Get them in. Get them all in. Let them enjoy this big win tonight as Omalo keeps it there, and he had a hand on his jersey. Somehow pulled out of that.
But you'd like to see, that the problem is with having a backup quarterback in here is you really need, with all the new faces, you really need one, at least one spot, and there he goes. That's the guy that I was hoping to see.
Going to bring in Sam Gregg, Jr. Missed the first 5 games of the season due to a hand injury that he suffered way back in the preseason. Jalen Chambers just continues to push people around.
I think he did it in practice. Sam did, and he plays for the baseball team as a second baseman, excellent second baseman. And for the JV team last year, I mean, he was the heir apparent coming into the season. But that injury, man, can change so many things, and it for sure did for him.
Well, good to see him back on the field. And you just never know when you might need him.
That's right.
And what a weapon to have him.
Yeah.
Chambers nowhere to go that time. As we close in on the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, he needs up. All right, Lala in.
Like, Lala, you go get hit by those big guys.
You come get teed off on.
No, thank you. Is that Nathan Barry or Derek Haynes checking in? Number 53 at tackle. Got 2 53s on the roster. Hand off to Lala Smith. He was doing his best boogie.
Yeah. He was
impression there.
Yeah, he did a lot of things within 3 yards. There was a lot of movement here's and there's and to fours.
4th and goal at the 2. So they're going to snap this ball around the 6-minute mark. Give it to Lala again, pushing his way forward. Extra push there at the end, and he does it. Lala Smith on 4th and 2. Finds a way, pushes himself in. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night.
I mean, it was all effort from the 2-yard line on. He did a great job of just pushing.
Adrian Mejia had one PAT blocked earlier in the game.
Movement on the right-hand side.
Be against the Wampus Cats.
Back him up. 5.
Adrian's like, it's all right, I got this. I got enough.
You
legs
should have
for this.
seen me in warm-ups.
Yeah, when he hit it from 55, you launched out of your chair. I've never seen you move so quickly.
Oh
you were
my
trying to get out of the press box to go applaud for him.
I want to talk to him.
Yeah, because when we're on the road, he can hear us applauding when we're out in the stands. When we're at home, he can't hear us. No, that snap not handled.
Yeah.
No PAT attempted there. Well, 57-21, 5:56 to play, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
Back live in Conway. What a night for your Wampus Cats. Tim Roach, I mean, it's time for us to discuss this Conway Wampus Cat team. They're for real. 2 straight weeks they have taken on a team ranked ahead of them in the state rankings.
Yep.
And they have mercy ruled both of them. It's insane.
It is. And one at their place, one here. And I mean, I'm at a loss for words, not only offensively, 57 points, but defensively, we have found ways to do things. And I think some of that is the pressure you put on the quarterback, the way you're stopping the run at the line of scrimmage mostly. And then the turnovers, I mean, it's just, there's so many ways to get the ball back with this defense.
Line drive kick taken by Jimerson. He'll be stopped around the 28. 57 points put up tonight for your Wampus Cats. It's above their 44-point average on the year. My goodness. 5:50 to play here in the game, and we're going to see a lot of new faces on defense, and going to see a lot of new faces for this Cabot Panther offense, as well as Abe Owen being at quarterback, and Owen Horn, a junior running back, in as well. Horn gets the carry here.
This is like junior varsity on junior varsity here.
Horn's going to get a gain of 2 or 3 there on the far side. Owen Horn, a extended family of one Steve Owens.
Okay.
We got some inside information on Owen tonight.
Well, good stop after about 3-4 yards. Defense really kind of flew to the ball there.
Horn gets another carry. Taken down. Is that Talent or Lennon?
It was Lennon.
Senior Andrew Lennon.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Andrew Lennon.
He can bring a. I'm telling you, he can bring a load. Oh, little late sub that needs to get off.
is that T. Harding or Mason McHugh?
I think maybe Mason.
Horn's going to pick up a first down for Cabot.
Now we're going in.
He was taken down by Jonah Cecil. Eli Smith coming off the field. And in goes Malik Williams, a junior. I like games like this when we start to just say all the names on this sheet.
Well,
it makes me happy.
So here's the thing. All these guys are seniors that have played and have worked hard, that don't see the field as much. I mean, it's a very talented team, obviously. It's a great chance for them to get rewarded for what they do. And you didn't expect to do that against Cabot.
No, yeah, you were probably not thinking you were going to get on the field tonight, if you're on the second team or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So this is just money for all these Wampus Cats tonight. And to do it over Cabot, is anything sweeter? I don't know.
Well, so and I don't take issue with media. I mean, I'm not going to do it because I'm part of it. But and I asked, how in the world can this not be the number 2 ranked team in the state? How could we not be that after what we did in North Little Rock and after beating Bentonville at Bentonville and all those things?
Well, my argument was Cabot was already 2 spots ahead of us.
I don't buy it, man. If you watch this team play,
and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm playing the other side.
Yeah.
We're talking about the rankings in the Democrat Gazette, the paper of record here in the state.
Yeah. All others I don't really talk about.
That coming in quickly. Noah Pelly, sophomore.
I was actually watching the coverage and watching Ware in the coverage. Great job there. Going to give up a cheap touchdown here late. 2nd and 10, like that. And again, these guys they go against the ones in practice. They're not going to give up here. They're not going to want to give up a score late in the game.
And off to, that's not Horn. It's another new running back. He puts the ball on the ground, and that is going to be recovered by your Wampus Cats. 4th turnover of the night. The Wampus Cats just doing what they do. Second team, doesn't matter.
Noah Pelly with the recovery.
This defense, they want that ball anytime they have a chance. 2 fumbles recovered tonight, 2 interceptions. We had 1 interception on our end, so +3 on the night. We came into the game +15. Or no, +12. We were +12. So
now
we're +15 now.
Man, your math is terrible.
I know, man. I just keep messing it up because I want it to be as high as possible. So we're +15 now on the year.
That's right.
That's something. Sam Craig back in. Hand off to Caden. Caden Henderson, number 27.
Yeah, this is a name that I really like here. I've seen this guy do some things. He's got a good little wiggle right at the line of scrimmage, some good speed.
Well, I love, as a Titans fan, I love the number. It gives me those Eddie George vibes.
Yeah, I don't recognize that.
Come on.
First of all, he's from Ohio State. Secondly, no. He's not Ohio State.
He was.
No, that's not. Working that clock.
2nd and 9, closing in on a minute to play. Another handoff to Caden.
There you go. Working hard. Probably a couple of snaps left. It's Bakari Fisher going out there now.
TJ Mickens in at receiver. Will Vent.
Bakari's going to get the ball here.
We were talking about Bakari.
Yeah.
In the
watching him move around in
pre-game warm-ups.
Looks good. A lot of other teams, he's a starter.
Well, folks, that is going to do it. Final play here in Conway. Tim Roach, my man.
I'm just now going to breathe.
You were worried. You were as tense as I've seen you coming into any game. Conway Wampus Cats playing host to the undefeated formerly undefeated Cabot Panthers, number 2 team in the state of Arkansas. That will be no more. As your Conway Wampus Cats are moving up one spot again this week. Now number 2, the road does not get any easier as we go to Northside next week.
Literally, the road doesn't get easier. We're going to Fort Smith, a tough place to play. They always play us tough there. But here's the thing: we have a lot of confidence, and we're going in with a lot of sweat. But we got to now. You had the bullseye on your back coming into this game, and we handled the pressure of a team that said, you're not going to do that to us. And that didn't happen that way. So just really great job by Wampus Cats. It's on to next.
574 yards of total offense for your Wampus Cats tonight. 340 in the air, 234 on the ground. Jalen Chambers leading the way, 11 carries, 97 yards. Boogie Carr 15 for 80 and 1 score. And Lala Smith 10 for 38 and 2 scores. And Manny Smith also a rushing touchdown on a 4-yard carry, his only of the game. Donovan Amalo finished 20 for 26 for 340, 3 touchdowns. He did have the 1 interception, only his 2nd interception of the year through 6 games. Manny Smith and Wes Boudreaux both had 6 catches. Manny for 149 and a score, and Wes for 108 and 2 scores. Clay Fisher with 2 catches for 39 yards, and Boogie Carr 4 for 36. Mejia, a 33-yard field goal, made his 3rd of the year, and 4 turnovers again. 2nd week in a row that this defense has forced 4 turnovers. Again, just like last week, 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. Tim Roach, final thoughts.
Well, this was just another dominating performance that's getting a little bit old hat. And against the number 2 team in the state, after the number 3 team in the state, now you're going to play the number 6 teams in the state. Fort Smith Northside, stay focused, get well, let's do it on the road.
Our thanks tonight to Wayne Bailey, Ashton Brown, John Shute, Bagga Risley, Keith Kelly. What are we hearing? What's going on at midfield?
I don't know what this is.
Bats or something.
When I see, you know what this is? This is the Centennial Cup, or what it's called, the Centennial.
Between Cabot and Conway.
Yeah, and the trophy is a traveling trophy.
I did not know that was a thing. Although
that's a thing.
Has it ever traveled to Cabot since they started?
I haven't seen. I don't know that Cabot's ever seen it, but we're excited to have it again.
We'll go ahead and keep it that way. Again,
baby.
Thanks to Keith Kelly, Alex Douglas, Justin King, Scott Taylor, and Kara Kirby, and of course to Jeff Matthews as well, our executive producer. What a night for your Conway Wampus Cats. Huge win over the Cabot Panthers. Next week, your number 2 ranked Conway Wampus Cats will be at Fort Smith Northside. We'll have all the coverage live here on Conway Corp. We'll see you next week.
Welcome back. It is the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by